ஓ ஓ ஓகே மக்களே, லைவுக்கு வந்தாச்சு. WW2K25 மக்களே. சவுண்ட் எல்லாம் கேக்குதா? ஐயோ, டிலே வைக்க மறந்துட்டேனே. இருங்க ப்ரோ, டிலே வச்சுட்டு வரேன். ஆஹா, இப்போ வைக்க முடியாதோ? ஆமா. நார்மல் லேட்டன்சில இருக்கு. ஓகே. கமெண்ட் மக்களே, அப்படியே மறக்காம லைக் போட்டுங்க. வாங்க ப்ரோ, மோகன்குமார் ப்ரோ, வாங்க. வெல்கம் வெல்கம். வாய்ஸ் எல்லாம் கரெக்டாக கேட்குது இல்லை ப்ரோ? கேட்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். மறக்காம கமெண்ட் போடுங்க ப்ரோ. பச்சைக்கல்ல மூக்குத்தி ஓகே ப்ரோ, கேம் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிவிடுமா? ஓகே, கேம் சவுண்டெல்லாம் கரெக்டாக கேட்குதான்ட்டு எனக்கு கமெண்ட் போடுங்க. ஆஹா, ஸ்கிப் கொடுத்துட்டேன் ப்ரோ. கேம் சொல்லலாம் கேட்குதா? நம்ம வந்து ஷோ கேஸை தான் ப்ரோ முடிக்க போகிறோம். ஓகேவா? ஏன் மூஞ்சி மறைக்குது? ஓகே, இப்போ கரெக்டாக இருக்குமே. ஓகே, இப்போ கரெக்டாக இருக்கு ப்ரோ. இவங்களாம் வெயிட்டான ஆளு ப்ரோ, இவங்களாம். ஓகே, ஷோகேஸ் போயிடுவோம். நம்ம வந்து போன மேட்ச் வந்து மேட்ச் ஆடினோம், நல்லா இருந்துச்சு. இப்போ வந்து இதுதான் ப்ரோ, லெட்ஸ் கோ.
Our next chapter sees the showcase spotlight shine on an area in which the family built their legacy. Tag team.
Tag team bro, tag team bro.
Starting with the wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, all the way through to more recent champions like the Usos or Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. This dynasty has always excelled in tag team competition, consistently showing an ability to dominate the division with a wide variety of looks. And the first team that we will look at accompanied to the ring.
First வந்து tag team வந்து உருவானது வந்து இவங்க ரெண்டு பேர்னால தான் உருவாச்சு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Headshrinkers. They put the fear in people's hearts. That's what the Headshrinkers did.
Hey, Roman.
Second to none in that ring. You know, hard-nosed, battle-tested. They went for it every single night.
More astute fans may also know that early in their journeys, Samu and Fatu were
Samu and
managed by
Fatu.
me, Paul,
என்ன கையில வச்சிருக்காங்க
then
தெரியல.
known as Paul E. Dangerously, and the SST, the Samoan SWAT team. The Samoan SWAT team is here.
இவங்களா வந்து டீம்ஸ் bro.
Already an imposing force that early on, their future greatness was obvious to so many industry experts. Alpha, more than anybody, knew he had the team on his hands, with Samu being his son and Fatu his nephew. The tribal elder was able to mentor both,
காட்டுவாசி
instilling in them the same unrelenting approach
மலைவாழ் மக்கள்னு சொல்லுவாங்க
that
bro.
made the wild Samoans world famous. The team tore through regional promotions before a quick stop with me in WCW, but WWE was always their goal. Upon arrival,
என்னடா வாய போறமே இல்ல அங்க கடிக்கலாம். கமானிக்ஸ் யாராச்சும் புதுசா பதில் மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு ஒரு கமெண்ட் அவருக்கு தட்டி விடுங்க bro.
drawing comparisons to their world-renowned predecessors. 10 years before it became cool to say, Samu and Fatu displayed ruthless
ரெண்டு பேரும் போட்டு நொறுக்குறாங்களே bro.
overwhelming and continuing the non-stop attack until their hands were raised in victory. Deceptively agile for men of their size, they brutalized the opposition with devastating dives from the top rope. The duo would eventually go on to capture the WWE Tag Team Championships in the spring of 1994, fulfilling the promise and carrying the legacy to even greater heights. At WrestleMania 9, the Headshrinkers won and only in-ring WrestleMania appearance saw them taking on Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Be prepared, Steiner brothers.
Okay.
We're gonna give you a pain that you have
WrestleMania தான் நடந்துருக்கு போல இருக்கு.
While I'm not one to make excuses, I am one to give opportunities to you, our expert gaming member of the WWE Universe. And so, today, you have the opportunity to make things right. WrestleMania 9, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Steiners performed at a near perfect level that day.
அங்கதான் நடந்துருக்கு bro match.
Every reversal and in the chaos emerge victorious.
இவங்க ரெண்டு பேரும்
to fix that, stop them in their tracks, and get the Headshrinkers that WrestleMania victory you and I both know they deserve. But if you're not careful, you're going to find yourself reliving the very same memories that have haunted Samu and
even WWE manager ஆயிட்டான் போல இருக்கே அவன்.
Steiner lines, suplexes, Frankensteiners that will all bring your evening.
இவனுங்கலாம் அப்படியே ஃப்ரண்ட்ல வந்து ஒரு போர்டு வரும் bro, அதுல படிப்பானுங்க. ஓகே bro. போடு. டாக் மேட்ச் தான் மக்களே.
One of the toughest teams in WWE history.
போடு அதே செட்டப் இருக்கறமா இருக்கு. ஆஹா. Tribal மக்கள்.
Accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Headshrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys. You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there is about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the Headshrinkers.
Well, the whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end. pride is on the line, and as is a
Tag
stake
match
to the
மக்களே.
claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
ஆப்போசிட்ல
The
வந்து
Steiner
யாரும்
brothers
வரான்னு
getting
தெரியல.
a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania. And we'll see if
Lost.
they can carry on Michigan's
Vegas.
winning ways.
ஆமா லாஸ்ட்
At a
வீக்கர்
combined weight of
நடக்க ஒரு மேட்ச் இது.
531 pounds, Rick and Scott, the
இவங்க ரெண்டு பேர் தானா?
The Steiner brothers are one
Rainbow
of the most
Brothers
promising
ஆளுங்க.
tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that
இவனுங்க
promise
ஒரு மூவ் கொடுப்பாங்க
right
ப்ரோ,
here
அதை வச்சு
at
முடிச்சாதான் வந்து
WrestleMania.
கம்ப்ளீட் ஆகும் அந்த சுக்கேஸ்.
Let me warn the
Showcase
WWE
match.
Universe right now.
எல்லாம்
This is
complete
going to
ஆகாது.
be a brutal match. Just two
Okay,
heavy-hitting
இது
tag teams going at
மறக்காம அப்படியே
it.
லைக்
Physical,
போட்டு
smash
கமெண்ட்ல
mouth
போடுங்க ப்ரோ.
wrestling.
நீங்க
And
எல்லாம்
like
ஆடி
Saxton
இருக்கீங்கன்னு
said,
தெரியல.
it won't be pretty
கமெண்ட்ல போடுங்க
at
எவ்வளவு
all.
முடிச்சிருக்கீங்க பாப்போம். WrestleMania. என்னடா இது?
Big fight feel in Las Vegas as gladiators face off here at Nice takedown. Stack them up. Countered into a new
ஓடு அப்பா கஷ்டம்.
and he gets the shoulder up.
He was really looking for a quick pinfall there.
ஏய் என்ன புடிச்சா?
Suplex. The Headshrinkers accompanied at ringside by Alpha. But he's
Sam,
not the
bro.
only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a
ஏய் என்ன ரெண்டு
wrestler.
பேரும் அடிப்பானுங்களா?
He's hoping to lead Yokozuna
ஏய் ப்ரோ
to
இப்பலாம்
the
ஆமா ப்ரோ
WWE
அப்ப சொல்லி இப்படி தான் ப்ரோ
Championship.
அடிப்பானுங்க.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many
Oh,
other
yeah,
main
bro.
event stars of the future that
கொடுத்தாலும்
could
சரி.
follow the lineage of
வரல
Yoko.
இது
Being able to
டைம்ல.
pull that off, no one is going to question if you skip going to the gym today.
ஆஹா.
A quick reversal by Samu.
போடுறா போடுறா. போடு.
Comes an atomic drop.
ஏந்திரு.
There may be an abundance of togas in the arena today, but you're not going to see a lot of Greco-Roman
Oh,
wrestling out of the
yeah.
Headshrinkers. They're just looking to hurt the Steiners. And that actually may help Samu and Fatu here. The Steiner brothers have earned most of their wins by utilizing their amateur wrestling skill set. I can't imagine they get many grappling opportunities against dedicated brawlers like the Headshrinkers.
The whole world is focused on WrestleMania
கொஞ்சம்
9
tough-ஆ தான்
tonight.
இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse. I don't think the Headshrinkers concern themselves much with the
இருங்க ப்ரோ. என்ன சொல்லிடுறேன்? வில் ரன்னிங் அட் ஸ்டாண்டிங் ஏ நியர் ஆப்போனன்ட் ஸ்டாண்டிங் டைசட் இன் த கார்னர் ப்ரெஸ். ஓகே கார்னர் ப்ரெஸ். கவுண்டர் ஸ்ட்ரைக்கா? கார்னர் ஸ்ட்ரைக்கா? ஓகே. ஓ இந்த ஸ்ட்ரைக்கை போட்டு ஒரு எமௌண்ட்டை போடணும்.
financial matter, Saxton, but they are
இந்த
dead
காரணம்
set
தூக்கிட்டு
on
வரணுமே.
proving they're the toughest dudes around.
அடிச்சிட்டான் ப்ரோ.
And he stonewalls Samu.
லேட்டா கரெக்டாக இருந்தால் விட்டுனேன்.
He goes for the quick
ஏமாத்திட்டானுங்க
pin
ப்ரோ.
Only a one count before
வாய்ப்பு
the
இல்லை
kick out.
அடிக்க முடியாது. நான் தான் ஜெயிக்க போகிறேன். ஆஃப்டர் ஏ லீகல் டேக் டீம் பார்ட்னர் as they enter in the ring next to be a debuff. ஓகே longer ring of the winning tag partner will clear the debuff. சரி ஓகே கமான் மக்களே லெட்ஸ் கோ 10 லைக்ஸ் போயிடலாம் வாங்க.
The Headshrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The
ப்ரோ
Steiner
ஹெல்த்
brothers earned
அதிகமாக
many
இருக்கு அதான் ப்ரோ
tag
அடிக்கிறான்.
accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to
tag
break
அடிச்சிட்டான்
through
bro.
before WWE. You
Whoa.
know that has to serve as motivation for the Headshrinkers
உட்காருங்கயா.
tonight. Oh man, targeting the gut. Talk about being on the same page. They were on the same sentence with that.
வாங்க ரமேஷ் ப்ரோ நான் டிப்டாப் மை பிரதர் ஃபுல்லாக ட்ரஸ்ட் ஆகலை எக்ஸ்பி ஃபார்ம் அண்டு மெனி பிளேசஸ் கேம் பிளேயில் ட்ரஸ்ட் பண்ணுவேங்க பிரதர் ஐடி நேம். ஐயோ நீயே கொடுக்கலாம்யா. ஒரு ஸ்டிக் எடுத்துக்கோ ஓகேவா. ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஒரு ஸ்டிக் எடுத்துட்டு ஒரு கிளிக் பண்ணிவிட்டு அந்த இடம் வந்து கோல்டு கலரில் ஆகும் ஓகேவா, அந்த பார்டர்லாம். அப்போ நீ ட்ரஸ்ட் கொடுக்கலாம். இதெல்லாம் இப்போ முடியாது. ஆஹா ட்ரஸ்ட்டு. ஓடா அப்பல ஓலி சாவு போடு. டேக் கொடுத்தாச்சு ப்ரோ. ஏய் இதுவும் நான் தான் ஆடணுமா? ஆட்டம் ப்ரோ. ப்ரோ ப்ரோ வரல. அப்போ எதுவும் பண்ண முடியாதுயா. வெயிட் பண்ணியா, நான் வரேன்.
Samoan Fatu already some success in the tag division tonight.
Hello bro, big JC bro. வாங்க கணபதி bro. Welcome. வாங்க டபுள் டாப் போட்டு லைக் போட்டுங்க. Let's go 10 likes பண்ணல. Bro மத்த வெளுக்குறானுங்க bro அடி போட்டு.
To bring the Headshrinkers to the top as well. Oh my god. Oh, a backbreaker. Right to the spine. Right across the larynx.
ஒரு ஸ்டாப்னு ஒரு அடி. ஓடா இருக்கும். ஓடா.
Lift it up. What's next? Taken down with a body slam. WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight,
கார்னர் கூட்டி போய் பண்ணோம் bro. ஒரு
the Mega Maniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Odds makers in Nevada have the smart money on Hulk Hogan leaving Vegas with the gold tonight. Scott getting worked on right now.
அடிச்சாயா.
Seeing some high impact offense from Samoan Fatu.
என்ன பண்றான்?
I'm not sure the Headshrinkers are even going for the victory. They just want to destroy the
not
Steiners.
named recently காமிக்குதா?
Oh no, that's more than incidental contact.
இரியா மேட்ச் புஷ் வரணும் ஐயா. பர்மிஷன் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் போடு.
And he gets directed into the corner. Nasty headbutt. He's finding himself in some territory he does not want to be in.
Yeah, but you have
Get
to keep
one
on
off.
battling.
Okay, complete ஆயிடுச்சு. Okay, super.
Oh, counters right into the bread basket.
அடிச்சான் bro. ஏய் தடுத்துட்டேன்.
Prevents that from connecting.
Okay, corner.
The Headshrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp.
Bro.
There is a method to the madness of the Headshrinkers. Okay. And there's the tag. It's about time.
And tag. He finally
ஐயோ புடிச்சானே.
Stop right to the belly.
Hey.
Got out of the way, but can he capitalize?
Hey bro, போட்டான் bro. ஐயோ மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேனே. நவீன் வாங்க bro, நவீன் bro. ஹலோ bro, வாங்க bro. ஏய் தடுத்துட்டான். நான் பார்க்கவே இல்லையா.
And gets sent right. Tag is made. Tandem offense.
tag போட்டு அடிக்குறாங்க அங்க வெளியா.
Off the top rope. This won't end well.
Oh, hello.
Is that enough to finally put down the Headshrinkers?
bro. அடிச்சானுங்க bro. ஐயோ போச்சே. பிக் ஃபேன் ப்ரோ. வாங்கயா ப்ரோ. அவனுக்கு வின் பண்ணிட்டானுங்க. ஐயோ நான் அந்த மூவ் போடலான்ட்டு இவனுக்கு கார்னர் பக்கத்து வர வைக்கலான்னு பார்த்தேன். சொல்லு ப்ரோ. யோ எதுவும் பண்ண முடியாதியா. நீ கரெக்டாக அங்கே நேம் கொடுக்கலையா, அதானயா தப்பு. நான் கொடுத்தவனே அது எப்படி வந்துச்சு சொல்லு. இவர் ப்ரோ நிறைய மிஷின் இருக்கியா, நான் முடிக்க இது பண்ணவே இல்லை. சரி ரீமேட்ச் ப்ரோ. ரீமேட்ச் மக்களே, ரீமேட்ச் ஓகேவா.
Big fight feel in Las Vegas as gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9. And we are watching four men who would have been right at home inside the
Headshrinkers
and the Steiners are ready for a true battle.
Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that each duo is not afraid to get physical. Each side is looking for their first WrestleMania win, and they will do anything to earn it.
WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now, and later tonight, none other than Hulk Hogan will lead the Mega Maniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Amount complete. Get one of the trophies in the corner. Unless the three strike. Hey.
Shoulders are down.
No, kicks out.
Two and a half, and if he keeps this up, we'll be out of here sooner than expected.
Ooh, and Samu fights back.
Have you ever seen a human being tossed like that?
The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the Headshrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matter, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around. There may be an abundance of togas in the arena today, but you're not going to see a lot of Greco-Roman wrestling out of the Headshrinkers. They're just looking to hurt the Steiners.
And that actually may help Samoan
Bulldozer.
most of their wins by utilizing their I can't imagine they'll get many grappling opportunities against dedicated brawlers like the Headshrinkers.
And into the corner he goes.
Bro, correct தான் click பண்ணேன்.
Aided cross body on the mark.
The Headshrinkers accompanied to ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right,
fight
Many
fight
many WWE tag titles as a wrestler, but now he's hoping to lead Yokozuna.
While running at the standing near opponent, standing dressing in the corner press. Okay, running bunny. Okay.
To the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko.
Scoop slam.
In a car na good to bro. Yeah, Arstana.
In a well-timed counter.
Tackles ruthless.
Scott gets waylaid. Samoan Fatu, success in the tag division tonight could really be their coming out party.
Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Alpha, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions, and he's primed to bring the Headshrinkers to the top as well. That was a power bomb with one message in mind: absolute destruction. Tag made, fresh partner in.
The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now.
That clearly rocked Scott a bit.
Fatu looked as brutal as ever on that exchange.
Uh-oh, headbutt.
Nothing fancy there.
Oh, ouch. The Headshrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE. They both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Headshrinkers tonight.
And now Scott is getting beaten down. See, nothing fancy there. Tasted victory. He forces a break before the count of 2.
These men knew this match was going to be hard fought.
Sent into the corner.
Fatu keeping his opponent at bay.
Oh, just shattering. At this stage, he's endured plenty of big attacks.
And making a tag has to seem like a good idea right about now.
Fatu is just having his way. The
Headshrinkers keeping themselves out of the grasp of Rick and Scott Steiner.
There is a method to the madness of the Headshrinkers.
Got the tag.
just in time, too.
Bang! He finds a counter.
Several reversals. Neither superstar will penetrate their opponent's defenses. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle. Up into the fireman's carry position.
இதெல்லாம் எப்போ கொடுக்குறாங்கன்னு தெரியல ப்ரோ.
Rick going for the pin. This could be over.
தடுத்துட்டான் ப்ரோ.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
And he's looking out of sorts now.
This has been an arduous tag match, but you could be in much worse shape.
Flying forward.
இவனுக்கு மொத்த ஹெல்த் குறைஞ்சு ப்ரோ. போட்டு பவர் பாம் போட்டான்.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
எப்ப காட்டுறானே தெரியல ப்ரோ. ஐயோ அடிச்சிட்டாங்க. ஜஸ்ட் மிஸ் ப்ரோ.
Goes to show you just never know what your opponent's capable of. And you can sense the desperation mounting.
எப்படா காட்டுறீங்க?
The colossal clutch. Is this one over? Is a tap out coming?
Might have to tap or you're risking permanent damage.
Slipped right underneath, and just like that, he's out of the hold.
And he got to his partner.
Whoa, right into a chop block. Debilitating counter. Thanks with the kick.
வெளியே போ. வெளியே போ.
Oh, man.
Lifted and completely helpless here. Choosing your head.
And I can see some fresh blood on the face of
நல்லாடி
Steiner
மக்களே.
now.
Let's go. 10 lakhs பில்லாம் மக்களே. எந்திரா. Signature.
He's eyeing the 3 count here.
கவுண்ட் போடுறான், தடுக்க போறான். தடுத்துட்டான் ப்ரோ.
Teammate intervenes just in time.
தடுத்துட்டான்.
What a headbutt.
போடா வெளியே.
Stream of moves taking out Steiner.
இப்போ
Looks
வந்து
like
ரெடி
Rick
பண்ணா.
is having trouble.
Pin. This might be the end of Steiner's night. Stopping the ref's count at 2.
தடுத்துட்டான் ப்ரோ,
He just
தடுத்துட்டான் ப்ரோ.
won't give up. Propped up in the corner.
ஓகே, இந்த நிமிஷம் முடிச்சு ப்ரோ.
My goodness, is this even legal?
Now try and place to look at content to light. Combo is the next 30 second off.
Stepped aside, avoiding damage.
Bro, health குறைஞ்சிச்சு ப்ரோ.
He an uppercut.
Smothering offense now from Fatu.
வாடா டாக்
The
அடிச்சுடா.
attacks will not relent from Fatu.
And guys, what a war we're witnessing between the Steiners and the
இது
Headshrinkers.
ஃபெயில்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு ப்ரோ,
This is
இது
the
ஃபெயில்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு.
trickiest bet in all of Vegas.
ஸ்டார்ட் செய்யணும்னா எனக்கு ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாது.
Matched, I wouldn't know who to bet on.
அடுத்து என்ன கவுண்டர் சைட் ஸ்ட்ரைக் ஓல்டு L2 okay to a standing opponent to run at them, then okay box X0 will running opponent perform running attack. ఓకలవలి ముంచి ఇంకొస్తే
Dominating shoulder tackle. Oh!
hey attack it.
That should be it. Boom!
ஆஹா போட்டாயா. ஐயோ இது மட்டும் மாட்டிக்கணும் கைஸ்.
And staying with it into the cover.
ஒண்ணுமா அவன் தப்புறான்.
He's
தப்பிச்சவன்டா
still got
திருப்பி
life
பையிலே.
in this matchup. with an elbow. Bang! What a boot! Oh, God, the crimson is flowing. He's seriously hurt now. Oh, God! Exploder!
bro, இவன் கார்னர்ல தள்ளுறானுங்க bro.
Oh, he slips out of harm's way.
Look at that counter from Samoan. Oh, Bulldog.
One-handed.
Look at this. This can't be good. Surely this match can't go on much
கார்னர் வச்சு அடிக்கணும்.
Taking on so much offense. You got to worry about the lingering effects. Bringing the battle back into the ring. Rick steers clear there.
Hey, எப்படா தூக்குனா?
And then quickly the cover. Two. He kicks out at two. Obviously still has some fight left.
Look at this, just cranking it out.
கழுத்துல கொஞ்சம் வலி bro, அதான் சுளுக்கடை சொல்லிடுங்க.
Gets driven
ஏய்
into the
இவன்
corner.
மட்டும் எப்படிடா கார்னர் தள்ளுற?
Tag is made.
போட்டான்.
Look at the momentum. Boom. Decapitating clothesline in the corner.
இப்படி அடிக்கிறானுங்க bro, டாக் போட்டு. அடா நாயே. எங்க வந்து அடிக்கிறா?
Tag it in.
போடு. டாக் போட்டாச்சு.
Pulled in.
போட்டான் bro. இதெல்லாம் பார்க்க கூடாது, நம்ம அடிச்சு நொறுக்க வேண்டியதான். நான் கனவு bro, ஒரே சிரிப்பா.
To the head area. And this is why you've always got to protect your neck.
இந்த மேட்ச்ல நான் யாரெல்லாம் தெரிந்தா உனக்கு? புடிச்சாங்க அடுத்ததுங்க டேய்.
Steiner's caught with a reversal. Running FTO. And here's the cover.
Could be it.
நம்ம அடிக்கலாம். 1 2 3 போறா. 1 2. ஐயோ தடுத்துட்டான் bro. தப்பிச்சிட்டான் bro நாய். வந்துடுறா. வால ஓலி.
Coming in off the tag.
ஏய் டாக் போட்டியா? மப்பா போட்டுட்ட மப்பா. வந்துரு.
Snapmare could set something else up. Sliding out of danger there. That was a strong kick.
இப்ப அடிப்போம் ஒன்று தெரியும். போறா. என்ன bro தடுத்துட்டேன்.
Close to ending it all there.
போடு. சரியான கிக். பாடிப்போம். இவன் வரான் bro, உள்ள வரான் bro. தடுத்துட்டான் bro. நாய் தடுத்துட்டான் bro.
The Headshrinkers, the Steiners taking each other to the limit in the biggest match of their careers.
And this might be the end of Steiner's night.
போறா. அவ்வளவுதான் bro. முடிஞ்சாச்சியா.
Get the win.
எப்படி நொறுக்கியாச்சு மேட்ச்.
Here are your winners, Samoan and Fatu, the Headshrinkers.
முத்தம் கொடுக்குறானுங்களோ.
Huge win for the Headshrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family
மக்களே இதுக்காக லைக்
as
போட்டுருங்க.
top contenders in the
டிஸ்கோ
tag
10 லைக்ஸ்
division.
போயிடலாம். இன்னும் ஒரு லைக் தான் பாருங்க, தட்டி விடுங்க. ஓகே இது அன்லாக். ஐயோ இதெல்லாம் முடிக்கவே இல்லை. அவனுக்கு எவ்வளோ இருக்குறாப்பா சாமி. அது அவனுக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி வரல ப்ரோ. முடிக்கல, என்ன பண்ணுறது. அடிச்சு நொறுக்கியாச்சு ப்ரோ. கணபதி ப்ரோ. கமான் மக்களே, லெட்ஸ் கோ. 365 போயிடலாம். மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் போட்டுருங்க.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne had the huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all. Along with the usual achievements, if your name is The Rock: 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go one-on-one. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down with rock bottoms and people's elbows while tearing them apart on the mic with cutting one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always-ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that.
Naruto Ganapati. Big AC bro. வாங்க Naruto Ganapati bro. போடு ராக்கா. ஆஹா. வெறியா இருக்குமே மேட்ச். அப்போ ப்ரோ 90sல ராக் இது ஒரு படமும் என்ன மாதிரி இருக்கும். கமெண்ட்ல போடுங்க ப்ரோ. நீங்க பாத்திருக்கீங்களா ராக் படம்லாம் பாத்திருக்கீங்களா? ட்ரிபிள் எச்சுக்கும் ராக்குக்குமா? என்ன எப்படி இருக்கான் ட்ரிபிள் எச்? போடு. பா சாம மேட்ச். ராக் பாரு முடியெல்லாம் வச்சுன்னு எப்படி இருக்கான். வெறியான மேட்ச் போல இருக்கே.
It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite.
ஓ ராக் தான் ஜெயிச்சிருக்கான். அப்ப நம்ம ராக் தான்.
It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest.
bro இவங்க ஒரு மிஷன் முடிச்சிருக்கோம். முடிக்கணும்.
Upset against the Greenwich snob himself. guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday Raw Thursday
ஓகேடா
to give
சொட்ட
the
மாட்டே
first jolts to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
ஓகேடா மாமா கமான் மகளே லெட்ஸ் கோ 15 லைக்ஸ் போடலாம் போடு ஸ்டேஜ் கூதி மாதிரி இருக்கு கதை
And here comes the number one contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
போடு ராக்கு இங்கேல ஆஸ்ட் எல்லாம் வச்சு பங்கமா இருந்திருக்கேன் ஐயா கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா ஏறி இருக்கு அப்புறம் மொட்டை அடிச்சுக்கான்
The WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Rock, the
Making
Rock
his way to the
is
ring
quick.
is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue chip talent with a bright future.
ராக் இப்போ வர படம்லாம் செமையா இருக்கியா ஆனா அட்வென்ச்சரா சூப்பரா எடுத்துட்டு வராங்க
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship,
போடு
Hunter
ட்ரிபிள் ஹெச்
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday. And he's taking the risk, stepping in here against the newcomer, Rocky Maivia.
Well, you can consider it risky, you can consider it overconfident, but any way you look at it, it's a dangerous move by Helmsley to take on an athlete who's been on a real roll. Rocky Maivia has been successful thus far in WWE, and Rocky is only thinking about tonight.
Saxton, just curious, have you ever exercised your right to remain silent? I am tired of all this talk about Rocky Maivia. Yeah, he's been on a roll, but it could all come to a screeching halt tonight at the hands of Hunter Helmsley.
எப்படி அடிச்சு நொறுக்குறன்னு மட்டும் போன சூக்கேஸ்ல ஜெயிச்சாச்சு இது மூணாவது ஷோகேஸ்
Looking at the champion, I guarantee there is no doubt in their
இவன்
mind
தான்
as to
சாம்பியனா
who is
இருந்தது
leaving this
ஓகேவா
match
ட்ரிபிள் எச்
with the
தான்
title
சாம்பியனா
around their
இருந்தது
waist.
இப்போ வந்து ராக் அதுக்கு அந்த சாம்பியன் பட்டத்தை எடுக்க போறான் ஓகேவா ஆமா ப்ரோ இப்பெல்லாம் இந்த மாதிரிலாம் காட்டுறதே இல்லை ப்ரோ பேட்ச்லாம் பெல்ட் எல்லாம்
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion Hunter Hearst Helmsley and the young challenger Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to
என்னன்னு பார்த்துடலாம் it's may not get in to quit this yearly but grounded submission will definitely plan R2 plus 0 near down opponent
prove here. The third generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and send a message to the WWE that Rocky Maivia
இல்லையே ட்ரிபிள் H Colorland lock and land some quick side in the ring side outside the ring get stronger start
has arrived.
But Hunter Hearst Helmsley will do everything in his considerable power to stop that from happening. And as far as Helmsley is concerned, Maivia is barely even worth his time. Float over into a DDT fight.
Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat
வெளியே
the
வச்சு நம்ம
snot
முடிக்கணும்
out
ஒரு
of this
கதையா
Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how relevant his timepiece is to this match, though, Corey.
It isn't relevant. I just wanted to share an example of how far ahead in the game of life Helmsley is.
Oh, brother.
DDT! Helmsley has the momentum against him.
Okay, இது முடிஞ்சு press R2 near down the opponent perform the ground submission இது என்னன்னு தெரியலையே சரி ஓகே
The power of Rocky Maivia is too much for Helmsley right now.
Counters right back on
Oh,
Rocky.
At last, Helmsley keeping that string of offense in check.
Maybe Helmsley's found a new source of aggression to battle back with.
Inconspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter
Oh, no.
who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who
Ayyo,
knows
late.
if he might show up.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Biggest match he's ever had. Live, worldwide television. He's got to have a cover. We're going to shut this down. And
that gets just a 2 count.
Really having to expel energy early in the matchup there. Got out of the way.
Hey!
And Helmsley just showing his huge edge and experience here. I would say the most cerebral Intercontinental Champion we've had.
Cerebral, I
like
that description for Helmsley. Counter right when it was needed.
The sleeper is in trouble here.
Oh, what a great counter. That'll break it up.
Put into the corner. What could be next?
Pinpoint in the leg.
Bro,
This is an unyielding attack from Hunter.
Maivia just getting smothered by Helmsley at the
Picture perfect backbreaker.
Constructing the knee there.
Jawbreaker. Call the dentist. And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win. Brought in the hard way.
என்ன சொல்றானுங்க press okay R2 plus 0 near downward opponent to perform ground okay.
It wasn't the height or distance that caused the damage, but they certainly contributed.
And give credit where it's due. Rocky Maivia is leaving nothing in the ring in pursuit of the inner.
Miss பண்ணிட்டேங்க.
Cinched in deep.
Rope break ends the road.
Rope break.
Good ring awareness. The champ is going for the cover. Gets the shoulder up after one there.
He is certainly sending a message, getting his shoulder up before 2.
And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding as well the genes of his grandfather, the incomparable Peter Maivia. Chief.
Oh boy, they don't come any tougher than Peter Maivia.
Driving face.
Delivered into the barricade.
2. Oh, he slammed his face right into the barricade.
நம்ம உள்ள போயிடலாம் என்ன சொல்றேன்னு புரியல எனக்கு press it's not a get him to quit this early but grounded submission with differently inflict more pain. ஆஹா என்ன சொல்றேன்னு புரியல ப்ரோ. வாடா டேய் உள்ள வாடா.
And Rocky is revving this crowd up.
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight. He's really pushing the limit here, getting close to a count out.
போடு. அவன் என்ன போட்டாயா?
The clothesline to deny that maneuver.
And by
என்ன
Rocky,
போட்டான் bro?
tremendous exuberance, tremendous youth. He's going to be a star for a long time.
போட்டாயா முடிச்சாயா? இல்ல அப்பயும் கொடுக்கலாமா? ஆஹா முடிச்சான் ப்ரோ. ஐயோ முடிச்சான் ப்ரோ. ஐயோ போச்சு. ப்ரோ சரியான ஃபைட் போட்டான் ப்ரோ. லாஸ்ட்டா போட்டு ஃபினிஷ போட்டு முடிச்சான் ப்ரோ.
The
ஓஹோ
great
இவங்கெல்லாம்
Hunter
அப்புறம்
Hearst
ட்ரிபிள் எச்
Helmsley
மார்க்
asserting his dominance, retaining his Intercontinental Championship, and proving Rocky Maivia just isn't ready for the big time.
Maybe not yet,
Samoan
but I
Bulldozer,
don't
let's
think
go,
Maivia
50 likes
is
per
going
long.
to let this discourage him. If anything, this setback is only going to motivate the young superstar. Rocky will be back here again, and Helmsley better be ready.
I'm sure Helmsley will be. These are two superstars on the rise, and their paths are sure to cross again soon.
Samoan Bulldozer 50 likes போடலாம் வாங்க. Oh no. Let's go. திரும்ப மேட்ச் போடுவோம்.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne had the huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all. Along with the usual achievements, if your name is The Rock: 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go 1-on-1. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down with rock bottoms and people's elbows while tearing them apart on the mic with cutting one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always-ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since. Tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. Guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday, Raw Thursday, to give the first jolts to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue chip talent with a bright future.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday. And he's taking the risk, stepping in here against a newcomer, Rocky Maivia.
Well, you can consider it risky, you can consider it overconfident, but any way you look at it, it's a dangerous move by Helmsley to take on an athlete who has been on a real roll. Rocky Maivia has been successful thus far in WWE, and Rocky is focused. Rocky is only thinking about tonight.
Saxton, just curious,
bro.
have you ever exercised your right to remain silent? I am tired of all this
Rocka
talk
illa
about Rocky
triple H.
Maivia. Yeah, he's been on a roll,
Patruma.
but it could all come to a screeching halt
Hey, Marga,
tonight
double tap
at
put
the
like
hands
button,
of
bro.
Hunter Hearst
Polam, match.
Helmsley.
ராக் என்ட்ரி கொடுத்துட்டானா?
You win this title, you are a top name in this industry.
இப்போலாம் இந்த மாதிரிலாம் இல்லை ப்ரோ. இந்த பெல்ட்லாம் வந்து இவங்ககிட்ட இருந்து வாங்குற மாதிரிலாம் இப்போல்லாம் இருக்கானே தெரில. நிறைய கோல்டு கலர் செமையாக இருக்கும் பெல்ட்டு. இந்த வாட்டி ஜெயிச்சு ஆகணும் மக்களே, ஓகேவா?
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and send a message to the WWE that Rocky Maivia has arrived.
But Hunter Hearst Helmsley will do
Hey,
everything in his considerable power to stop
Kalawali.
that from happening. And as far as Helmsley is concerned, Maivia is barely even worth his time.
கீழே போய் விழு.
And Byron, Rocky has tremendous exuberance, tremendous youth. He's going to be a star for
கீழே
a
தான்
long
மேட்ரே இருக்கு.
time.
I think Rocky Maivia shows more promise than any other wrestlers I've seen come into WWE. You talk about second-generation wrestlers, but with Rocky, you're talking about 3 generations. This guy is going to be phenomenal.
Hunter is getting dominated.
Maivia keeps bringing the
Hey.
energy, and Helmsley has no answer.
சொல்லிட்டானயா? தப்பிச்சிட்டேன்.
Stomping down.
showing any signs.
Hey, another stomp, bro.
If Rocky Maivia is going to
Complete
take
it,
down
complete it.
polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do
What?
energy. Rocky has to keep coming at the chin with big attacks until Helmsley collapses under the onslaught.
It's a bold strategy that will take everything the young Maivia's got, but you're right. It could be his
9
best
enter
path to
player.
his first championship win. Clothesline! And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win.
Was definitely not thinking about finesse with that one. Was only thinking about dominance.
Hey, ingada. Hey, ingada.
Boom! What a right! Gosh.
Hold.
Short arm lariat.
Samadi.
And
Rock
Rocky
lang
is
hotal.
ready
Yaar
to
radi.
square
Rock
up.
ra. Nandra.
Uh-oh. Narrowly escaping
What? Tapu.
there.
Taduptam dare. Okala
And
volta.
conspicuous by his absence
Hey,
is the
bro. Na bro. Tadutala avun potan, bro.
Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up?
Yeah,
Hey,
unfortunately,
bro.
that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring.
Hey.
Submission time.
மூவ்லாம் எப்படின்னு தெரியல bro.
Targeting the
தடுத்துட்டேன்.
Knees trying to find a way out.
கவலைப்படாதீங்க மக்களே.
caught.
ஐயோ, இது மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன். ஓட்ட இங்க பார்த்துட்டு எங்க விட்டேன் bro.
Getting rid of the turnbuckle
Hey, hey.
pad. Don't say
இது
that
remove
too loud,
பண்றானயா?
Saxon, he might get caught.
Look at this heel hook. This is how you punish your opponent, and he's enjoying every minute of it.
Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the
Ah,
snot out
இது
of
பண்ண
this
போறான்.
Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs
லேட் ஆகும்
$20,000?
மாலை எப்பறா லேட்
Words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how
Hey, you-
relevant his timepiece is to this match, though, Corey.
It isn't
எப்படி
relevant.
bro
I just
late?
wanted to share an example of how far ahead in the game of life Helmsley is.
கரெக்ட்டா கொடுத்துட்டேன் bro.
Brother.
ஏய் இத்தியோமா.
Helmsley is keeping relentless pressure on.
This pristine offense from Helmsley has Rocky Maivia scrambling.
போல சாவுடா.
Well executed suplex.
இது அப்புறம்
Here we go. Start the count.
போடு. Good. போடு.
Punches and Saxon
Hold.
taking shoes off the count.
நீங்களே என்னங்க bro கூட சேர்ந்து.
Oh, yeah.
And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia.
போடு.
Those that are
Oh,
privileged
well,
enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding as well, the Jeep.
Hey.
We're going to end this.
The schoolboy into the pin, title on the line.
போடு அவனுக்கு போடுறேன் இப்போ.
The champion into the pin.
இச்சால என்னடா அது? இப்போ அவனுக்கு எனக்கு போறானா?
Emphatic kick out for the
ஐயோ.
challenger.
It'll take more than that to hold him down.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned?
ஆஹா. எழுந்துரு. சுருடா அதுல.
An atomic drop.
Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional night for
ஆரவாரம் பறக்கட்டும் bro.
Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWE
ராக்குடா
Championship
ஒத்தல.
live tonight.
Yeah, I saw a very dejected HBK earlier
சத்தம்
today.
கேட்கல. பறக்கல சத்தம் தெறிக்க விடுங்கயா.
Well, that's just because no one's ever happy to see you, Saxton.
வாயால.
He is looking to do some serious harm.
He gets back in right before the
என்ன
count.
பக்கல் கைட்டா? என்ன மயாண்டியா
An
நீ?
atomic drop.
எழுந்துரு நான் அந்த பக்கலே வச்சு
Against him
அடிக்கிறேன்.
here.
The power of Rocky Maivia is too much for Helmsley right now.
Hey.
It's out of the way.
ஆஹா நானே புரிட்டடா சொல்லுதே.
Shoulders down. Championship on the line.
The officials concerned
டேய்
with the wrong
டேய்
thing right now.
யாரா இங்க டேய்
Pin.
bro யார் bro அந்த பக்கல பாத்துட்டு இருக்கான். இவன் போட்டு முடிக்கணியா?
Flat out power into the scoop slam.
Going straight for the body, doing a little more softening up.
Finish போடலாம் bro, ஒரு finish போடலாம். இவன் வர மறைச்சுக்கிறான் bro. போடு. God.
That is gonna hurt.
இப்பயாவது ஒன்று தேடுறா டேய். போடுறா. 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 போடா கோலி. இவன் என்னடா?
Here is your winner and the new
போடு.
Intercontinental Champion.
காமான் மகளே, மறக்காம இது ஒரு டபுள் டாப் ஒரு லைக் போட்டுருங்க.
Congratulations to Rocky Maivia on his first ever title win. Rocky can proudly raise that Intercontinental title.
Let's go 15 likes போடலாம் மகளே.
The formidable Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
பெல்ட்டும் நமக்கு வந்து ஸ்டேடியமும் அன்லாக் ஆயிருக்கு ப்ரோ. அடுத்து என்ன கந்த விடுவானுன்னு தெரியல, பாப்போம்.
In a family
The bedline,
of elite
okay,
combat
bedline.
athletes and top-tier performers.
Oh, Roman
The
Reigns தானா?
final boss has always
ஓ,
stood
ராக்
out,
இது.
even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You
Rock
can
Gordon.
think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
ஓஹோ.
He is one of, if not
Tribal
the
chief,
foundation for our family. The Anawa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
ஓ, இவர் அப்படிதான் வந்தாரா?
Isn't simply one of the two principles behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down
அப்பலாம் நல்லா மெயின்டைன் பண்ணாங்க ப்ரோ. இப்பலாம் எங்க?
and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it,
அப்பலாம் கொஞ்சம் உண்மையா இருந்த மாதிரி இருந்துச்சு.
there was always more than one
வர வர தான் கொஞ்சம்
to the
அப்படியே
ultimate victory. Out of the
ஒரு மார் இருக்கு, என்னடா
ring,
இது
High
அப்படின்ட்டு.
Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing
அவன்
his
மகளே ஒரு சப்ஸ்கிரைப் போட்டுருங்க.
mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever, and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
So 3 people watching, யாராவது வச்சு கமெண்ட போட்டா பார்க்கலாம்ல. கமெண்ட்டை போடுங்க. யோ ஏன் அப்படி பண்ணுறீங்க? கமெண்ட்டை போடுங்க. கான்வர்சேஷன் ஏன் முக்கியம்?
Somebody call the local zoo.
யாரா அவன் கோபால் இருக்கான்? ரொம்ப வயசாயிடுச்சு ப்ரோ. குறுக்கு மாதிரி இருக்கான் ப்ரோ.
Introducing first from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds.
ஆஹா, பைத்தியம் தான், கன்ஃபார்ம் பைத்தியம் தான்.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
Confirm, bro. Chief Peter.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
Aha.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe
அது எவ்வளவு கேலரிஸ் இருக்கு, என்ன காரணமா இருக்குன்னு தெரியல. நானும் சாப்பிட்ருக்கேன் ஒரு மைரன் லெவலில். ஒன்லி பீனட் பட்டர் தான். பீனட்டு பட்டர் அவ்வளோதான் ப்ரோ. என்ன ட்ரைபலோட கிங்கா?
Carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele. We'll see which prevails tonight.
கமெண்ட் மக்களே ஒரு லைக்கை போட்டு ஒரு கமெண்ட் ஒன்று தட்டி விடுங்க பார்க்கலாம். என்னடா குண்டு மேட்சா? போடு.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steele in a steel cage match.
Bro, you can fast talk, bro.
Between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain that.
Go for the win here.
He kicks out before two.
A little too soon for that cover to be effective, but he is making a statement by going for it at this point.
He's really trying to win early. And a kick out.
Bold move to pinfall this early in the matchup. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
The Chief just refusing to be intimidated.
The animal has no idea what to make of Maivia.
குண்டு மேட்ச்னு எதிர்பார்க்கல.
Running STO plants him. Nicely done.
We've seen that Steele is in a using a foreign object to gain the edge against Maivia. So he's got to have the advantage in a match where they're surrounded by one huge weapon, right?
Well, you'd think that, but think about how he's been prepared for this match. The High Chief is a consummate professional who's game planned for this stipulation. And Steele, I think he just shows up to the arena and asks who he's fighting.
George Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any stretch of it.
Each shot landing with more venom. Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in. It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
bro.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two. Just caught. Headed for the top of the cage. Determined to make it up the cage. Balance and a tight grip are key.
என்ன ப்ரோ ஏறட்டான்?
And now just needs to find a way down. He's trying to escape. He's got to push himself over the top.
This is what he's been.
Okay. Bro, gauge இருந்து தப்பிக்க போறதா?
This moment right here.
He makes his move up and over the
He's so close to ending this match here. Just got to reach the floor now. You got to admire the determination here.
இது என்னையா மேட்ச் இது? கேஸ்ல இருந்து வெளியே போனாவே வின்னா. ஃப்ளவர் மேட்ச் யோ. ப்ரோ நான் மயிர் மேட்ச் ப்ரோ இது. நான் ரீமேட்ச் போடுறேன் ப்ரோ. ஒரு மயிரும் புரியல எனக்கு. என்ன ப்ரோ கேர்ச்சில் இருந்து அவன் வெளியே போயிட்டான். அவன் தானே அவுட்டு. வாடா இப்போ பார்த்துடலாம் வாடா. ஓகே அவனை படுக்க போட்டு அவன் எப்படி ப்ரோ அது எனக்கும் தெரியல.
The final boss has always stood out, even when he.
இப்போ போட்டு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாம்.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steel.
ஒன்னு முடிக்க விட மாட்டறியா?
Peter Maivia and George Steel have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring. Steel is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight.
The animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against
rivals,
no less.
We've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steel to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia is prepared all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body can be considered a weapon.
போடு மண்டையில போடுவானுங்க. தூக்க முடியுமா? ஆஹா முடியாது. என்ன தூக்கி போட்டுறான். தூக்கிட்டான்டா. தூக்கிட்டான் ப்ரோ. ஏய் கத்தறான் ப்ரோ.
Using the cranium.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian. And the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how is he
earned the nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anoa'i family.
நம்ம வந்து 1-on-1 கூட போலாம். அடுத்து யார் யாருக்கு மேட்ச் முடிஞ்சு சொல்லுங்க போட்டுடலாம். ஓகேவா நல்லா இருக்கும்.
was born and raised in Samoa. You can see the great pride he has.
உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்ச பிளேயர் யாருன்னு சொல்லுங்க. நான் போட்டுறேன்.
In the tribal ink that covers his
ஓகேவா?
body.
Two very opposing styles in every
கண்டிப்பா
sense of the
96
word.
தான் உங்களுக்கு பிடிக்கும். நிறைய பிளேயர்ஸ் ஓல்ட் பிளேயர்ஸ்லாம் இருக்காங்க. அதான் கமெண்ட் போடுங்க.
What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside the...
Nice takedown, stack for the pin.
Rotates out and gets the
cover. அவன போட்டு
Oh, somehow getting the shoulder up before 2 tells me the end is not near.
The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up. From the middle rope. Splash. Momentum is all with Maivia now.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the animal out here.
Great anticipation.
Went right for the shoulder.
And that damage to the shoulder could be an ongoing factor now. It might limit range of motion to the entire arm. Oh, right into a counter.
Hey bro, எட்டி அடிக்குறான் bro.
Incoming.
இது குடுக்க மாட்டேன்.
His way and he has no clue.
நான் தடுத்துட்டேன்.
Mistake made by Steel.
போடு மொத்தமல்ல எட்டி விடுறான்.
Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by count out to the High Chief.
போடு.
Steel's defense.
நல்ல ஒரு ஸ்டெப் bro.
Exactly, or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be
shoulders down. Does he have it?
இல்ல 1 2 3 அடிக்கலாம். நம்ம தப்பிச்சு வெளிய போலாம் bro.
He gets the kick out after the one.
Still going to take a massive effort to keep him down. Oh, man. Ooh. The animal may be wounded prey at this point.
The High Chief closing in on a successful hunt.
Oh, the physicality on display there. He could be looking for a submission here.
Twisting their left arm into a hammerlock.
The focused attack on the arm, not a good situation.
Hard to fight back after able to punch his way out.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Yeah,
he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steel has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
Oh, boom! stop you in your tracks. He's making the climb up towards the top of the cage.
Trying to stay sure-footed on the way up.
Okay, மேல ஏறிட்டான்.
There he is. The ultimate test of balance here. Oh no.
Hey.
Oh no.
போடு. Hello, Wally. நொறுக்கிட்டயா.
Maivia looking at it all here. Kick out just before two.
Kicking out now sends a very clear message.
Maivia has steel in his
sides.
Looking to
put
the animal down once.
Are we about to see it?
போட்டான்டா.
Ooh, backbreaker.
பர்றா வந்துட்டேடா.
Going to the cover.
And a kick.
குத்து bro தடுத்தான்.
That's impossible.
I can't believe what we just saw.
You got to imagine this match has a different complexion.
ஒரு அடுத்த அபெக்ட் போறோம் bro.
Going forward again.
இந்த ஸ்டைல் நம்ம வெளிய போயிடலாம்.
Is it enough for Peter Maivia?
And now going to start the climb up the cage.
Not an easy climb, even when you aren't in the middle of a match.
ஏறா வெளிய போய்டா.
A long way down from there, but it looks like he has a plan.
ஏய் இறங்கடா கீழ.
Please no.
bro இவன் இறங்க மாட்டறான் bro. அப்ப இங்கே தான் வச்சு முடிக்கணும் போகுது இவனை.
He's able to beat a 2 count. That won't be
என்ன bro இறங்க மாட்டறான். என்ன பண்றது?
George Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a
true strike, grab,
and he might be the best brawler in
rolling.
WWE, Michael.
Double leg takedown, got the shoulders down.
போடு அவனை போடு. இன்னடா. போடா வெளிய. ஓகே bro. இன்னும் bro இப்ப. எப்பா. நொறுக்கிட்ட மகளே.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for eye.
இதுக்காக ஒரு லைக் போடுறீங்க. நொறுக்கிட்ட போட்டு மேட்ச்.
Delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.
நெக்ஸ்ட் மேட்ச் போவோமா? நெக்ஸ்ட் மேட்ச் யாரோ இருக்குன்னு பாப்போம் இருங்க. கமான் மக்களே, லெட்ஸ் கோ. 15 லைக்ஸ் பண்ணலாம் வாங்க.
She's not like most girls.
girls match-ஆ? மக்கள் வெறியா இருக்குமே bro.
Nia Jax, the reigning queen.
வெயிட் பண்ணி பாருங்க bro. மாசா இருக்கும் மேட்ச்.
A force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock. Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax!
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 draft lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate, she does!
She's battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Banzai Drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in Bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
bro. Okay, King and Queen okay,
and now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan
Come on,
in hopes to don the crown.
Let's go 15 likes
versus Nia Jax in the
like the
Queen
photo
of the Ring
Nia Jax
in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Introducing first from San Diego, California.
bro. பேர் தெரிஞ்சு ஒரு 40 வயசு இருக்கலாம்.
To witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently. And Nia believes the crown already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending to her Cinderella story?
யாருடா
Valkyria fancies herself a Morrigan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra
Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life, fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia Jax, who's in the best physical condition of her career, tonight will make someone. Will it be Lyra? Will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments.
And guys, you win the crown. Guess what waits for you in August?
A date with the champion of your respected brand at
ladies
SummerSlam.
And there will be a coronation take. And Nia now misses wildly.
Lyra
goes up over the top. Nia's got a caught though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment. I'm not sure this is going to work either. Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed. I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria. Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is. Applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control. She's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home. Set outside the ring. And Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
Lyra can't win queen of the ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring. Wow. Anything can happen in WWE. It used to be a tag, but it's the truth. And Lyra Valkyria is living it.
Over the last 12 months, Lyra has already knocked off the likes of Becky Lynch and Io Sky, but she's never faced anyone the size of Jax. This is a first for her career. Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being queen of the ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power. The same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
The face has been planted.
He's looking here as a tough road to becoming Queen of the Ring finalist. Every matchup in this bracket has been a toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. Two great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Granted, Corey, that was a disqualification victory for Jax. I'd say there's still some unfinished
bro,
business
this
between
showcase
Nia and
match,
Jade.
bro. Nana onne chillalla. Podutiki. Hey. Avale. Amkuda. Amal.
She's still in this one.
Pod. Endru.
Lyra says she feels alive every time she flies, and that's what Nia has to avoid tonight, keeping Lyra grounded.
Woman thinks she's a bird, Cole. What do you expect?
It's symbolism, Graves. Turns it around.
At last, Lyra keeping that string of offense in check.
Valkyria needed in this match could have been that right there. Wow, lights out.
Elide vechirukanga.
And at this point, Nia just punishing Lyra.
This is exactly the pace the irresistible force likes.
Hey, angadri. Yeah.
Punch right to the face. Placing her against the turnbuckle. Sharp punch. Lyra Valkyria, one of the best technical wrestlers in NXT Women's Division history.
But the game is about so much more than technique. It's about experience and timing. Knowing when to tap into certain parts of your psyche. Nia knows this. We've seen it for years.
The big question is, does Lyra?
Valkyria gets countered.
Elbow drop. Jax pausing to soak up the adulation.
வெளியே போயிட்டு ஏதோ 2 more அட்டாக் பண்ண சொல்லிருக்காங்க பாப்போம் இருங்க.
Lyra Valkyria making it loud and clear for her opponent tonight.
வா வெளி வா.
Oh yeah, she is really getting fired up.
அம்மா அடி சுத்தி போட்டாங்க.
That ain't right. That is the kind of move that leaves our jaws on the floor. Unbelievable.
And
Finish
Nia
on
Jax
போடுவான்.
has Lyra right where she wants her.
மிஸ் ஆயிட்டா. ஆஹா. ஐயோ மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேனே. போட்டா.
Now Valkyria needs to end this.
Cover. Shoulder up right.
அப்பா அடி தப்பிட்டேன்.
Somehow has the incomparable power to kick out before the 1 count.
Was not able to
மேல.
deal with her best move.
You.
Now she's asking, shoulders down. Jax could be
Puma.
put away here. Kicks out.
தப்பிட்டேன் ப்ரோ. இதுல எனக்கு அடிக்குதா வாடி எனக்கு. சரியான கிக் ப்ரோ.
Some agility gets her out of dodge. She's tied up.
Bro.
DDT.
Bro, எப்படி bro? Bro, சம டைமிங்ல போட்டா bro. அப்பா உட்கார் அப்படிதான் பட்டாக்ஸ் உட்கார். இதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம ஆட்டம் தான். அடிப்போம் ஒன்றுக்கு அடிப்போம். ஒன்றுக்கு அடி. பவர் பாம் போலாமா? அடிப்போம். அட்ரா 1 2 தப்பிச்சா bro.
She kicked out? No way. She actually kicked out? Desperation in the eyes of both Jax and Valkyria. Neither one willing to back down. Both throwing everything they can at each other.
அடிப்போம். தடுத்துட்டா bro.
This is going to come down to who wants it more.
Hold. சரியான ஜிக்கு. ஃபினிஷ் போட்டுறோம் bro. ஃபினிஷர் போட்டுறோம்.
The irresistible force is really keeping Valkyria grounded here.
ஓடு. ஓடு இதெல்லாம் அடிச்சலாம். ஓடு 3 அவ்வளவுதான் இன்னர். நம்ம தான் bro. இன்னும் நம்ம தான். எதுவும் பண்ண முடியாது. நம்ம தான் bro.
Nia Jax is the queen.
இவனா இவன் அப்படியே மேனேஜர் தான்.
Emotional moment for Jax, who returned to WWE just 8 months ago.
Jax was away from WWE for quite some time. She did some serious
Queen
soul
of the-
searching, but she
the
found
Queen of
herself.
the ring,
She
okay.
found her footing, and now Nia Jax has found the queen of the ring crown.
ஓகே மேட்ச் ரிவார்டு ஓகே. நிறைய இருக்கு முடிக்கல. நெக்ஸ்ட் மேட்ச் கொடுத்தனா இதே கொடுத்தனா?
There will be a coronation.
bro. நெக்ஸ்ட் மேட்ச் கொடுத்து பதிலா ரீமேட்ச் கொடுத்துட்டேன். சரி ஓகே நெக்ஸ்ட் மேட்ச் போயிடலாம். ஐயோ போடு அடுத்து யாருக்கு பார்த்தீங்களா? இவனை பற்றி தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு? தெரிஞ்சா கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க. இவர் என்ன மூவ் பண்ணுவார், மோஸ்ட்லி என்ன மூவ் யூஸ் பண்ணுவான்னுட்டு கமெண்ட்ல சொல்லுங்க ப்ரோ.
Many WWE superstars say they will do whatever it takes in order to achieve success. Quite often, it's a bunch of BS. But if you're lucky, you may run into someone who is willing to look out for the group. Someone willing to make sacrifices. And for this family, there was no one better than Rikishi. After the Headshrinkers run in WWE came to an end, Rikishi, then known as Fatu, would go on a journey of self-discovery. This journey would lead to him taking on the name Rikishi, a subtle nod to his cousin Yokozuna, as well as an opportunity to start fresh with a global audience.
Well, my dad, when he became the Rikishi character, when you think about Samoan wrestlers, right, or mean, or aggressive, he made it like his own flavor, right? He had the blonde hair, still carry the aggressiveness, but I think he just wanted to add like a little flavor to it. But it became even more popular to our culture.
Rikishi blitzed WWE from the jump, devastating opponents with new tricks and winning people over with his fat-ass dance moves.
That Rikishi is fat, all right. P-H-A-T.
And with this wave of newfound momentum came even more success, with Rikishi capturing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and displaying incredible athleticism in iconic moments like when he dove off the top of the steel cage. The year 2000 belonged to Rikishi. But little did anyone know, Rikishi held a dark secret regarding a decision he'd made not for his own benefit, but for the benefit of the family. It was at the 1999 Survivor Series that Stone Cold Steve Austin was hit by a car in the arena parking lot, forcing him from the main event later that night for the WWE Championship. For nearly a year, all of WWE was consumed with figuring out who was driving that damn car and why Austin was targeted in the first place. The verdict came in. The car was driven by Rikishi. Rikishi would stand strong.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone
I
Cold.
didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
What?
Rikishi would lay out a years-long gripe that WWE preferred Steve Austin to The Rock, and so Rikishi had made sure that The Rock's only competition had been removed from the picture. Rikishi sacrificed his own popularity to reach this goal. The Rock thrived while Austin was on the shelf. For Rikishi, the struggle and fall was all worth it. Rikishi knew that he would eventually have to face off with the Texas Rattlesnake to answer for his sins. And he welcomed that meeting with open arms. What Rikishi was unprepared for was for WWE to stack the deck entirely, looking to make Rikishi pay for taking out their golden goose. Stone Cold Steve Austin was allowed to drive his truck directly to the ring and was generally given the freedom to do whatever the hell he wanted in the name of revenge. We are going to make things right. This time, when Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin lock horns, there will be no stacking of the deck. Someone willing to give of himself so that his family, this family, can succeed, deserves better. So get in there and showcase the never say die spirit that has led this family to victory time and time and time and time and time and time again. Use whatever weapon you can get your hands on and prove to Stone Cold Steve Austin that you will do anything for the people.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
Is scheduled for one fall and is a no-holds-barred match. Introducing first from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 424 pounds, Rikishi.
We have learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about him his entire career here in WWE. He said he ran over Austin not for himself, but for The Rock.
Right, and now he's coming out here, and I guess if Austin doesn't show up, the general manager is going to have to come out here and declare this is a forfeit, and Rikishi's going to win it. This man makes me sick. Is he here?
Well, there's the Rattlesnakes music.
He's here. Austin's here. Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
His opponent from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Austin fought for his life to make it back here, to make Rikishi pay.
Now there is no way Rikishi can escape the Texas Rattlesnake.
It's been almost a year since Austin competed in the ring. Austin is a man possessed. Rikishi feels good about running over Austin and said he'd do it again. That man is sick.
Oh, Rikishi made two mistakes. One, trying to end Austin's life. and 2, not being man enough to finish the job. Austin's going to absolutely tee off on Rikishi.
This one is going to get ugly in a hurry.
Okay, match start ஆக போகுது மக்களே.
It's a miracle Austin survived being run over by Rikishi. Now, it's Storm. Texas Rattlesnake is on the loose and out for revenge.
It took Austin almost a year to recover from the injuries he suffered in that heinous attack.
Good.
You can't blame Austin for the damage he inflicts on Rikishi
tonight.
Byron, a lesser man wouldn't have survived. Stone promised that Rikishi's days of walking above ground are over.
இவங்க என்ன இருக்கு சக்சஸ்ஃபுல் அட்டாக் கிராப்பிள் ஆர் not your opponent to fill the damage meter.
This is no holds barred. And though The Rock wants nothing to do with his altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to him.
Rock might be innocent in this whole ordeal, but I feel that somewhere inside his soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi's done. The Rock is proud to have Rikishi and his family.
No, Corey, what kind of lies are you trying to spread? We've heard Rock say Rikishi deserves what Austin is going to bring him. There's no family pride in that statement.
I'm just saying that blood is thicker than water, and it's been an easier ride for Rock without Austin.
Sounds more like Rikishi is trying to take credit for all The Rock's success. Rikishi feeling like he has a job to finish tonight. A career Stone Cold's to bring to an end. He gets sent straight down to the floor.
Oh yeah, Rikishi is feeling the energy right now.
நீ வாடா சண்டைக்கு.
And Rikishi putting a little you-know-what on it right here.
எது எடுக்கறான் இவன்?
Grabbing a kendo stick, any connection with flesh will definitely leave.
அத எடுக்க கூடாது தம்பி.
Looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for running Austin down like a dog.
Look, to be devil's advocate, you've got to look at Rikishi's perspective. He's proud Samoan lineage and saw an opportunity to get hit that with everything and following it with the pin.
He couldn't have got to that pin attempt.
This situation is so far beyond rational thinking. It's so personal. What does Stone Cold have to do in this one to leave here victorious against Rikishi?
I don't know if you can tell someone who almost lost their life at the hands of their opponent to think rationally. Austin has rage, and win or lose, he's going to unleash it all on Rikishi.
Executed hip toss.
We've talked so much about moments leading into this match. In my view, Rikishi's a delusion. His family have been given equal opportunities, and they all took full advantage of that.
Rikishi's been selling. But I tell you about the payback for Stone Cold. Austin nearly had his life taken from him. And there's no more reason to start the tar out of somebody than that. Oh yeah, Rikishi is feeling the energy right now.
என்ன ப்ரோ பண்றான்?
Kicking out there really has to make his opponent question his game plan.
I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals would go to this disgusting lengths that Rikishi's gone to.
The WWE Universe is going wild.
இவனால குதிக்க முடியல. ஆமா போய் தப்ப முடியாது ப்ரோ. இவன் வெயிட் தவனாதான் அவ்வளவுதான். இவன் முகறதா ஓடியும். நம்ம ஸ்டிக் எடுத்துப்போம்.
He's feeling it. Got him in his sights.
Returning to the ring now.
Got him
right where he wants him.
Just kicks out.
He's determined to keep this matchup going.
ஓடு ஃபினிஷ் ஒன்று ஐயோ தடுத்தான் நானும் தடுத்துட்டேன்டா ஆனால் என்னை பார்த்து கஷ்டம் வருது அவனுக்கு போடு மக்களே போடு சரியான கிக்கு எந்திரா டே மொட்டை பையில எழுந்துடுறான் ஃபோன் கோவில் தான் முட்டை பையிலும் தான் சாமாடி நடா டான்ஸ்
Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of frustration on Austin here.
நானும் தப்பிட்டேன்
Display of defense from both wrestlers.
ஒரு கவுண்ட் அடிப்பேன் இவனுக்கு வந்து லாஸ்ட்டாக கீழே எழுத்து பொறுத்தான் ப்ரோ கரெக்டாக இருக்கும் ஓகேவா இல்லைடா ஓகே ஸ்பைன் பஸ்டராமே என்ன 26 எந்தரா சினிஷா போட்டு அடிக்கலாம் ப்ரோ கவுண்ட் ஓடுறா ஓட்டாயா சும்மா அடிக்கா படிக்கலாம் ப்ரோ கவுண்ட் ஓடு ஓ கொடுத்துருவா எப்படா ஐயோ நிற்கிறான் ப்ரோ ஓகே பவர் ஃபினிஷ் போட்டுடலாம் ப்ரோ அவனுக்கு எழுத்து முறை குறைஞ்சிச்சானா ஸ்டாமினா வச்சிருக்கானே ஒன்றும் போடு போடு அட்ரா கவுண்ட் ஆடுறா வாங்க எம்சி பிளேயர் ப்ரோ வாங்க வெல்கம் போடு முடிச்சாச்சு ப்ரோ ஒலி முடிச்சாச்சு வாங்க அண்டர் ஆய் வாங்க ப்ரோ வெல்கம் மறக்காம டபுள் டாப் போட்டு லைக்கை போட்டுங்க ப்ரோ 10 people வாட்சிங் மறக்காம லைக்கை போட்டு ஒரு சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க லெட்ஸ் கோ 365 போயிடலாம் மக்களே இந்த மாதிரி கேம்ஸ் ஓல்டு கேம்ஸில் இல்லை இந்த 2K25 தான் இது புது கேம் தான் இது இந்த ஆர்டிஆர் நல்ல கண்டென்ட் உள்ள கேமெல்லாம் நம்ம சேனலில் வரும் ப்ரோ மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் போட்டு பெல் பட்டன் ஆளில் போட்டுருங்க ஓகேவா ஓகே நெக்ஸ்ட் மேட்ச் யாராவது பார்த்துருவோமா நல்ல ஒரு மேட்ச் மறக்காம டபுள் டாப் போட்டு லைக் போட்டுருங்க ஓஹோ என்ன காட்டு வாசிக்கே வைக்கிறானுங்க மேட்ச் ஆஹா ரொம்ப மோசமா இருக்கானே
WWE competitor. His name itself simply meant the end. And if you found yourself standing across the ring from Umaga, you were most certainly coming to the end of your own road. The younger brother of Rikishi, Umaga, was every bit the Samoan Bulldozer that his nickname would suggest, mauling opponents with ease, relishing the chaos that he created. A menace to the entire roster, an unrepentant badass, Umaga tortured his prey with high-impact collisions before ultimately sealing their fate with his vaunted Samoan spike, a vicious move used by Solo Sikoa.
Inside the ring, man, he was just a complete monster. Anybody that stood in front of him, he was going to wreck him no matter what he had to do. He was just a crazy, wild Samoan. Outside of the ring, man, just a loving guy to be around. A fun uncle, always joking, always barbecuing at his house. I always looked up to him. He was just so cool.
Perhaps an unheralded aspect of Umaga's game was his mastery of mental warfare. Umaga loved to present a wild, out-of-control savage one who needed manager Armando Alejandro Estrada to handle all the details while he destroyed opponents. Umaga was the perfect definition of the word aura. A two-time intercontinental heavyweight champion, Umaga established himself as one of the purest forms of dominance to ever set foot in a WWE ring. His intense clashes with Batista, Break Kid Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, along with WWE championship battles against John Cena, still live on in the memories of those who were fortunate enough to watch Umaga perform. And Umaga will live in immortality.
Let's go. 15 next member
of this family. Whether it's with a huge Samoan drop, a running bulldozer into the corner, a Samoan spike, or even a war cry in the middle of battle,
white and white, pure white
Umaga is forever.
I wish he was here. I know he's watching from above.
So you, our beloved Us in training, are asked one simple thing here in the WWE 2K25 showcase: to defeat John Cena.
Oh, John Cena was dip pannuma. Okay.
Right? Simple. It was at New Year's Revolution in 2007 that Umaga and John Cena first collided for the WWE title. Umaga appeared to be too much for Cena in the minds of many pundits. Undefeated in WWE some 9 months after his debut, and things were going very well for Umaga until
John Cena அப்பலாம் பாத்தீனா அப்படியே ஆர்மி மேன் மாதிரி இருப்பாரு. ஒரு செயின் ஒன்னு போட்டுனே பங்கமா ஒரு அது நல்ல பேட்ச் மாதிரி இருக்கும் அந்த செயின்.
A damn roll up after rushing directly into the outstretched shoes of John Cena. 1 second of luck allowed John Cena to escape the inevitable, and now it's on you to fix it. Head into that ring, showcase Umaga's cruel brutality, and get Umaga the WWE Heavyweight Championship victory that he should have gotten in the first place.
அந்த அலர்ட்லாம் ஒர்க்கே ஆக மாட்டேங்குது, என்ன காரணம்னே தெரியல. நினைச்சா வேலை செய்யறான், நினைச்சா வேலை செய்ய மாட்டான். இருக்கு பையன்.
Make sure nothing else goes wrong if you take care of business inside the ring.
கண்டிப்பா கோடி ரூபாய் சம்பாதிச்சிருவான் ப்ரோ, கோடி கோடியா. இப்போ எல்லா இதுலும் வந்து இவன் ஷோகேஸ்க்காக பேசுறான் ப்ரோ. 2024லயும் வந்து பேசுறான்.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
நல்லா பேசுறான் ப்ரோ. இவன் WWE மேனேஜர் ஆயிட்டானா தெரியல. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து இவன் வந்ததே வந்து எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு ப்ரோ, எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு ராக் பர்சனல் கூட வந்தான் மேனேஜரா. அது மட்டும் தான் எனக்கு தெரியும், நல்லா ஞாபகம் இருக்கு. அதுக்கப்புறம் எப்படின்னு தெரியல எனக்கு. அதுக்கப்புறம் ரோமன் ரெயின்ஸ்க்கு மேனேஜரா மாறினா. அப்புறம் என்னாச்சுன்னு தெரியல ப்ரோ. உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சா மறக்காம கமெண்ட்ல போட்டுருங்க. கமெண்ட் மக்களே, லெட்ஸ் கோ 365 போயிடலாம். ஓகே,
athletic, strong, and probably going to outweigh John Cena by well over 100 pounds.
Since 1963, the WWE titles only changed hands twice here in Kansas City. That's twice in the last 47 years.
But Umaga is a scary human being. He can easily change that trend right here tonight.
கமெண்ட் போடுங்க. நியூ சப்ஸ்கிரைபர் யாருன்னு கமெண்ட் போடுங்க பாப்போம். ப்ரோ மறக்காம டபுள் டாப் போட்டு ஒரு லைக் போட்டுருங்க ப்ரோ. போடு ஜான் சீனா. நம்ம இப்போ ஜான் சீனாவா இவனா யார் தெரியல. தெரிஞ்சு இவனாதான் இருக்க வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. ரெவல்யூஷன், நியூ இயர் ரெவல்யூஷன் நீங்க எடுத்தீங்களா? அந்த ஜிம்முக்கு போயிட்டு உடம்பு குடிக்கணும் அந்த மாதிரி. போடு
And that's straight at you.
டேரக்டா அந்த காலத்துல வந்து இவர் வந்து என்ன பண்ணுவாருன்னா ஆர்மிக்கு போயிட்டு அப்புறம் நைட் டியூட்டில WWE வந்துருவாரு. அப்படிதான் நான் நினைச்சிட்டு இருப்பேன். ஒரு கேப்லாம் போட்டிருக்காரு, தலிப்லாம் போடுறாரு. அப்பப்போ இந்த ட்ரெஸ் வர போட்டு வருவார் ப்ரோ, ஆர்மி ட்ரெஸ் மாதிரி பேண்ட்டு அந்த மாதிரிலாம் போட்டு வர்றாரு கலர்ல. ஆர்மி ஆள் தான் போல இருக்கு பாருங்க. ஆர்மி ஆள் போல இருக்கு அப்படின்னு நினைச்சிருப்பேன். இப்போ வந்து இப்போ வந்து ஆக்டர் ஜான் சீனான்றது ஆக்டர். படம்லாம் செம்மையாக இருக்கு ப்ரோ. இப்போது அந்த அமேசானில் கூட அமேசான் ப்ரைமில் வீடியோவில் இவரது கூட ஒரு வெப்சைட் நம்பர் வெப் சீரிஸ். என்ன வெப் சீரிஸ் அது? செம்மையாக இருக்கும் ப்ரோ அந்த வெப் சீரிஸ். நீங்கள் பார்த்துருக்கீங்களா? கமெண்ட் போடுங்க, டக்குன்னு பேர் வரல. பேர் அது சூசைட் ஸ்குவாடுன்ட்டு ஒரு வெப் சீரிஸில் அதுலேயே வந்துருப்பாரு. அதெல்லாம் செம கேரக்டர் கூட நல்லாயிருக்கும். மாஸ்க் பேஸ் மாஸ்கா பேஸ் மேக்கர். ஆமாங்களே பேஸ் மேக்கர். ஆமாம், அந்த சீரீஸ் பாருங்கள் செம்மையாக இருக்கும். பேஸ் மேக்கர் சீரீஸ் பாருங்கள், அமேசான் ப்ரைமில் இருக்குது. தங்கமாக இருக்கும். ஜான் சீனா அது ஃபுல்லாக ஃபஸ்ட்டு வந்து சூசைட் ஸ்குவாட் பாருங்கள், அப்போ தான் உங்களுக்கு வந்து புரியும் இந்த சீரீஸை பற்றி. ஓகேவா? ஜான் சீனா செம்ம உடம்பு தங்கமாக இருக்கும்.
You can see it in the eyes of each individual. Only razor sharp focus when this much is on the line.
மக்களே பார்த்துங்க, 90s 2K அந்த கிட்ஸ்க்குலாம் தெரியும். இதெல்லாம் பேட்ச், இந்த பெல்ட்டுன்றது என்னன்ட்டு, அந்த பெல்ட்டை நம்ம எப்படி செஞ்சுருக்கோம். அட்டாக்கிங்
The undefeated Umaga has set his sights on Cena, and there's nothing left standing in his way. Umaga doesn't just want to beat John Cena.
அந்த பெல்ட் எல்லாம் எப்படி அட்டல உருவாக்கி நம்ம பெயிண்ட் அடிச்சுவோம். சரியா?
But this is John Cena we're talking.
கடையில இருக்கிற ஸ்டிக்கர்லாம் வாங்கி நம்ம புக்ல ஒட்டி செமையா பண்ணிருப்போம் ப்ரோ.
It's him. Cena's going to fight to defend his title with everything he's got.
அந்த நாள் வருது.
Such a unique situation for the champion John Cena tonight. This could be the first time in Cena's career.
Leta. Leta.
Squeezing the breath out of him. He is struggling to find an
well placed elbow. We'll get you out of it.
Yes, it is. Boom, running STO plants.
Grab.
Rapid fire Samoan drop. Headbutt.
Stamina is going to be a key factor in this match tonight. Can Cena weather Umaga's vicious attacks? Can Umaga keep up the offensive pressure as Cena drags this into deep waters?
Come on, Magle. Let's go 360 people la Magle subscribe.
More gas in the tank.
Hey, for all late today. Yanda ura vangreenga.
Not been kind to John Cena. He lost his champ. The champ with the cover. The challenger kicks out after one.
He's going to go away that easy. Drop kick. Great athleticism.
Kick utaya. No.
From Cena there, but it's going to be hard for John to have any lasting effect on such a huge man.
Good.
Oh, Cena got caught with the reversal. Oh, what a clubbing blow.
அங்க இருக்காண்டா ஏன்டா இங்க குதிக்கிற. சமாடி.
And Umaga channeling his energy here.
Come on, Magle. இன்னும் ஒரு லைக் தான் 15 லைக்ஸ் பண்ணலாம் Magle.
A specimen to marvel at, Corey. And his handler, Armando Alejandro Estrada, knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
There's a difference between thoroughbreds and Umaga, though, Cole. Thoroughbreds can be tame. Estrada can only serve as a mouthpiece for Umaga. He can only help direct Umaga's blind brutality. I think even Estrada knows no one can control the Samoan Bulldozer.
He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside.
That powerbomb was absolutely worthy of both halves of its name.
The barricade.
Powerbomb போடலாமோ ஓடுறா
Getting carried.
ஓடுறா
Position here.
6 வந்துச்சு நம்ம உள்ள போயிட்டு தான் கரெக்டா இருக்கும்.
Don't expect much of a wrestling match in this one. Expect more of a brawl. This is not going to look pretty. It's going to get ugly. This is two trains on a track to a
ஜான்சன் வருவானா? வந்துருவான் bro வந்துருவான்.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be bloody and it will come down to who wants it more.
He's able to beat the count just in time.
Big boots. Incredible.
Big foot.
For the title.
சும்மா ஒரு 1 2 3 அடிப்போம்.
No, he kicks out.
Got to change something up with the pin technique.
Oh, strong impact. What a punch.
ஐயோ இதுவா பஞ்சா.
Putting each other to the test.
ஓடு.
The fight is on, and it's furious.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
The willpower, the sheer
அவன கரெக்ட்டா அடிக்கறான் bro. ஐயோ போச்சு மிஸ் ஆயிடுச்சு தடுத்துட்டான்.
Who will break first? That is
bro பாவம் கவுண்டர் அடிப்பான். ஐயோ விதிக்கு போறானா.
And he's only got one thing on his mind right about now.
ஆஹா கரெக்ட்டா தப்பிக்கணும். கிக் போட்டான்.
Cena tonight attempting to do something.
Bro, no.
This could do it.
kick out and one for the
சென்டர்ல
challenge.
He
போட்டு
clearly has no intention of staying down. Oh my gosh, what impact!
And with the attacks Umaga has been delivering, you have to think about internal injuries mounting on Cena now.
போடு. அம்மாடி.
Sit out, pile driver.
நம்மள ஒரு கவுண்ட் அடிச்சா கரெக்ட்டா இருக்கும். நம்மகிட்ட bro
For the championship.
ஸ்டாமினா இல்ல bro. அவன்கிட்ட நிறைய வச்சிருக்கான் bro ஸ்டாமினா. அத லெஸ் பண்ணனும். அவன்கிட்ட என்ன பண்றது? இருங்க ஏதாச்சும் ஒன்னு பண்ணனும். இந்த மூவ் போட்டாங்க அவன். என்ன பண்றான்? கவுண்ட் அடிப்பானா? இல்ல. நோ.
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
லேட் எப்பறா லேட். ஓஹோ போட்டாங்க. ரோப் பேக். ஓகே ரோப் முடிச்சிட்டேன். ரோப் கிட்டனால. ஆஹா ஓடு. கோயல் யம்மனை தவற சொல்றா. செத்தறா நீ. தூக்கி போறா மாப்ள. ஸ்டோரோடா அவன ஸ்டோரோடா. ஒரு ஃபினிஷ் போடுவோம் bro. ஓகே 2 legs வந்தாச்சு மக்களே. லெட்ஸ் கோ 20 legs தான். ஓடு. ஓ காமெடி. கவுண்ட் அடிப்போம். 2 தப்பா. தப்பு பண்ணிட்டான் மாப்ள.
But just how much more is needed? The end could still be right around the corner.
And now the Samoan Bulldozer are going to have to dig a little deeper to close this one out. Turned it around with a reversal.
ஓடா மூஞ்சி பாரு. ஜான்சினா மூஞ்சி ஊன்றான் bro. ஓகே இந்த ஃபினிஷ் போடுவோம். ஓடு. ஓகே இப்போ அடிப்போம் bro கவுண்ட். ஓடு. நியர் ரெசல்யூஷன் முடிஞ்சு. அவ்வளவுதான் மக்களே.
Here is your winner and the new WWE Champion,
Umaga.
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga. The Samoan Bulldozer has wrecked his way straight to the WWE Championship. Cena's title
Okay, next
reign
match
is
யார பாப்போமா?
over.
Hey, in WWE, things move really fast. If you aren't present in the moment, it can feel like a year goes by in only 2 or 3 minutes. That's why you always have to make time to make sure that you check. Hold on. Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes? Stop. Can you believe I'm actually doing Eric Bischoff's shtick? In the early 2000s, few words sent a shudder through the roster like the words 3 minutes, summoning the fearsome duo of Rosie and Jamal, collectively known as the 3-minute warning. Initially hired by the aforementioned Raw general manager Eric Bischoff to interrupt anything he didn't find to be entertaining.
You're just not entertaining me. 3 minutes are just about up.
The two instantly made their mark in WWE with their complete and total decimation of anyone that was targeted. Their formula was really simple. 2 bruisers with surprising quickness who took pleasure in throwing opponents all around the ring with reckless abandon. And the trail of bodies left in their wake remains a testament to their devastation. Rosie, older brother of your tribal chief Roman Reigns, and Jamal, who would in time develop his skills further and take the name of Umaga, were about instant gratification. They treated matches like a race, seeing how much damage they could fit into the shortest time possible.
The 3-minute warning with my brother and my cousin, it was just one of the coolest gimmicks of all time to me. It was catchy, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of knew what was happening. And I feel like we all remember when the 3-minute warning hit for the first time. You know, the whole Den TV area just lit up.
Every match was a train wreck, as the two would use their size to overwhelm most opponents, coupling that with incredible tag team maneuvers to increase the carnage to its maximum levels. That approach, maximizing damage while minimizing time, was a 3-minute warning signature. The team itself saw its run in WWE last for a little over a year, but in that time managed to make such an impression with the WWE Universe that it still resonates today. They are proof of the impact anyone can make if they capitalize on their opportunities, as 3-minute warning did every single time.
It was a short-lived gimmick, but it was a really cool gimmick, and I just think it shows the versatility of, hey, if you need us to go out there and tell you a Broadway story, I'll cover 2 hours if you like. But if you need us to come out in 3 minutes to make an impact, we can do that too. But you gotta be really good to be thrown in there with the very, very best in the industry. I'm getting all pumped and proud, you know, for my brother and my cousin right now, just thinking about it.
Here in the WWE 2K25 showcase, we have selected another team that embodies the same mindset in Akam and Razor, the AOP.
இவனுக்கு யாரு bro? நான் பார்த்ததே இல்ல.
And Rosie, these two look to inflict the most pain in the most efficient manner. Like 3-minute warning, AOP
இவனுக்கு யாரு மக்களே?
dispatches when summoned. Like 3-minute warning, AOP features two
Tag match
Lions who will hurl your body from pillar to post before finally bringing it all to a most painful conclusion. It's up to you in this Extreme Rules contest to
Extreme
beat
Rules,
the
ah.
AOP to the punch and showcase the Wrecking Crew approach that made 3-minute warning the premier bruiser squad in all of WWE. And don't worry, we will give you more than 3 minutes.
Come on மக்களே, let's go. 20 likes பண்ணலாம், 20 likes பண்ணலாம் மக்களே.
As a matter of fact, take
டபுள் டாப் போட்டு லைக் போடுங்க.
and enjoy
அப்படி இல்லனா ஸ்கிரீனை ஹோல்ட் பண்ணுங்க, லைக் போட்டுடலாம்.
the punishment.
AOP is here, ready to wreak havoc. And they want to prove 3-minute warning has nothing on them.
Two roughneck teams ready to use this extreme rules stipulation to the fullest.
ரெண்டு பேருக்கு மேனேஜர் போல இருக்காங்க கொத்த பையன்.
The following contest is a tag team extreme rules.
Extreme rules bro. கலவொலி எல்லாத்தையும் தூக்கி அடிக்கிறோம். அப்படியே எல்லாத்தையும் தூக்கி அடிக்கிறோம்.
At a combined weight of 620 pounds. Akam and Razor.
ஏன்னா Razor போல இருக்கு.
AOP look unintimidated by the task at hand. They are totally prepared for the merciless tandem of 3-minute warning.
You know, there's actually a lot in common between these two teams in terms of tactics and physicality.
எதனா ஒரு டான்ஸ் ஆடுங்க, எதனா பண்ணுங்க. சும்மா வந்து இந்த பக்கம் ஃபேஷன் ஷோ காட்டுறானுங்க ப்ரோ. இந்த பிரைம் டப்பா இருக்குல்ல அத்திக்கு அடிப்பு வருங்க. கமான் மகளே, லெட்ஸ் கோ. 20 லைக்ஸ் பண்ணலாம். அதே மாதிரி 365 பண்ணலாம்.
The authors of pain now have 3 minutes.
இவன் யாரா? அவன் தான் அது.
And at a combined weight of 770 pounds, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Authors of Pain versus 3-minute warning is a recipe for brutality and ruthless carnage.
And that's in a regular match, Cole.
This
is extreme rules.
These two hit squads are going to tear each other apart.
3-minute warning made a career out of demolishing anyone who got in their way. Why would AOP be any different?
Because that's exactly what AOP does too. They play the same game as 3-minute warning.
Hey, ரெண்டு பேர் போட்டியா?
Here we go with AOP and 3-minute. This is an Extreme Rules match, and it's a good thing it is, because neither of these teams likes to play by the rules or limit their aggressive tendencies.
Dealing as much damage to one another as... nothing fancy here. Tasted victory.
Oh, look at this. Reverses the leverage. And keeps his partner alive. Counters to gain the advantage. Rosie and Jamal tell their victims that they will feel the 3-minute warning. What does that mean, Corey?
Well, it means a lot of superstars will get run over by the pain train, and it's only going to feel like the longest 3 minutes of their lives.
Left
when you're
side
as big and strong as Rosie and Jamal, that's how quickly it can be over.
Warning equally brutal. How can one of these teams get the edge in this head-to-head contest?
It's true they're well matched, but AOP tends to be the more methodical and calculating of the two teams. If AOP can get control of the pace and smother 3-minute warnings chaotic in-ring style, they'll be in a position to win this. I think Rage took over in that moment. To the sky.
Look out below! That was just incredible hang time.
Was willing to take the high risk to the outside, and it paid off big time.
Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 1,300 combined pounds colliding.
These men are so big and so thick, it's a challenge to wrap your arms around them. It's really just best to find weapons and whack away.
Yeah, there's plenty of weapons to choose from tonight.
We're getting up close look at this intense battle.
Everything ringside has potential to do some serious injury.
What the heck is this manager doing looking under the ring? He can't be
Inverted backbreaker. Out. Right to the knee. Elbow drop right on point.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
Man, Rosie and Jamal, Akam and Razor, representing the biggest, most imposing teams WWE's ever seen. Both teams don't care what the motive is, don't care who the target is. Their goal always remains the same. And that is complete destruction of the opposition. We call them equal opportunity ass kickers. The first two should take a couple steps back because no one is safe when you're in the vicinity of these teams.
But did you guys just see the distance traveled on that toss? That'll knock the wind out of him.
Hey, let punta.
Big kick to the gut. Here he goes for the win. Fending off a 2 count.
Close to getting the pinfall there, but this is still anybody's fight.
Catches the leg. Watch for the hardcore style of 3-minute warning. Both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, brought up to be tough. Rosie and Jamal. A
duo that couldn't care less about headlocks.
3-minute warnings, thug-like tactics need to be respected.
Rosie and Jamal only care about one thing, and that's the winner's purse.
We knew this would be a grueling and punishing match, but AOP from the top. He's heading back to the ring.
Ayo, paitikaram bro.
Oh, what a clubbing blow.
You saw that being telegraphed.
Clubbing blow. Ooh. Oh, what a knee lift. Pay special attention to Rosie in this matchup. 6'5", 300.
Bro, ஒரு help bro, Minecraft early morning server on பண்ணுங்க ப்ளீஸ். ஒரு 7 or 8 am 7 or 8 am ஆனா எழுந்திருக்கேன். ஐயோ, லேட் ஆயா வந்திருப்பேன்.
This guy is a pure athlete.
Rosie played high school football with a legendary running back.
9 மணி மேல ஆன் பண்ணலாம் bro. எப்பவுமே டெய்லி ஃபுல் டைம் ஆன்ல இருக்கியா?
What goes up must come down. He is sure as hell from the heavens.
டப்பா கப்பான் தீரான். போடு, நிறுத்திக்கு போடு, நாட்டுக்கு போடுறேன். ஏதாவது ஒன்று போச்சுன்னா எவ்வளோ செலவு தெரியுமா?
Escape that in a hurry. He is getting rid of the turnbuckle pad. Don't say that too loud, Sax. He might get caught. Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside.
He goes for the kick. Could this be it?
Hey! Oh no!
The victory.
Oh, night anuga bro. எப்படி bro அவனுக்கு விட்டானா அவனுங்க?
Big win here for the authors of pain, putting to bed the question of who is the most brutal and devastating tag team around.
3-minute warning showed up tonight and did what they do best. But against
rematch. No. Rematch, makale.
We got 3-minute warning and the authors of pain clashing tonight in what should be a harrowing Extreme Rules match. Considering the teams involved here, it comes as no surprise that we have medical teams standing by backstage.
Yeah, these are two of the most merciless and physical teams we've ever seen. Lasting bodily harm isn't just highly probable. It's guaranteed.
I, for one, can't wait to see what these teams do with the rules thrown out the window.
Looking for the quick keeps his team alive. What a save. Wow.
அவன் எங்கடா போய் அங்க போற? ரெண்டு பேர் வந்தாவே எங்க எவன் இருக்குன்னு தெரியல.
Both teams don't care what the motive is, don't care who the target is. Their goal always remains the same, and that is destruction of the opposition.
We call them equal opportunity ass kickers. The first few rows should take a couple steps back because no one is safe when you're in the vicinity. Great trouble here. Can he get it fully locked in?
டப்பாத்திட்டு வரான். ஓடு.
Jamal on the receiving end.
Hey bro.
It's the trash can.
That'll leave a mark. Down opponent and a double axe handle smash.
Nah bro, late வருது.
This matchup, 6'5", 375 pounds. The man can run a 40-yard dash in 4.8 seconds. This guy is a pure athlete.
Rosie played high school football with a
அடிச்சுக்கிறானுங்க bro. நம்மள போட்டு விளக்குறானுங்க.
college ball in Hawaii.
கத்துட்டேன்.
Imagine being
kick, but the force Rosie brings.
Hey, ரெண்டு பேரும் ஏன்டா வரீங்க bro?
Oh man, meeting the barricade. Boom, and avoids taking.
Hey bro, இவன் மிட்டானா இவன் அடிக்கிறான் bro.
Oh man, inverted backbreaker. Ow, Razor knocked him. Manages to slip out of the way.
Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 1,300 combined pounds colliding.
It's a challenge to wrap your arms around them. It's really just best to find
bro,
plenty of
weapons to choose from tonight. Oh, ouch. Wrench in the arm. Clothesline. Clothesline.
Akam found himself in the wrong place there.
Yeah, Rosie came prepared for this matchup. Completely manhandling, my goodness.
Well, they say everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Well, someone just threw their plan out the window.
ஏன்டா ரெண்டு பேரும் வரீங்க? ஒருத்தன் வாங்கடா, சிங்கிளா வாங்கடா, சமமான சிங்கிளா வாங்கடா.
Both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, brought up to be
வாடா வாடா வாடா. என்ன bro மேல ஏறறான்?
A duo that couldn't. Oh, gee. Watch out.
இங்க அடிக்கலாமா? ஏய் bro இங்க அடிக்க முடியாது bro, கவுண்ட்.
Sense that was coming. Boom!
And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something.
And of course, Kendo's sticks are always under the ring in the event of any rogue ninja attacks.
Just saying.
Hey, one count அடிப்போம், count அடிப்போம். Power bomb போட்டாச்சு.
Rosie and Jamal tell their victims that they will
He might have him.
ஒரு கவுண்ட் அடிச்சா கரெக்டா இருக்கும். யாரா என்ன bro இந்த பக்கம் வந்து என்ன bro பண்றான்? சரி அவன் இங்க இருக்கான்டா. Bro, weight body bro. Tamina மொத்தம் குறையுது.
Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count. He's absorbing a lot of damage here.
Yeah, Extreme Rules matches eventually take their toll on everyone.
And the manager is searching him out. He can only be looking for something nefarious down there.
The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side.
Into a German.
ஏய் என்ன ரெண்டு பேர் அடிக்கிறீங்க? Hey bro. No, இடுப்புல குத்துனாங்க.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment. Pin attempt by Akam. Still in it with a quick kick out.
We're well into the match, and he still seems
so
fresh. It's almost unbelievable.
Haha, புடிச்சேன். புடிச்சேன் மாப்ள, புடிச்சேன்.
Nothing fancy here, just raw power.
Bro, இவன் ஸ்டாமினா ரொம்ப கம்மியா இருக்கு bro. Come on மகளே, let's go. 20 legs போலாம்.
Yeah, no, he doesn't get the 3.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on. We knew this would be a grueling and punishing match, but AOP and
ஏன்டா வெளிய போய் விட்ட?
are exceeding.
Can this pin put Jamal away? Shoulders up.
Okay, தப்பிச்சாச்சு.
Still got more left in the tank.
ஏய் அவன்டா.
Takes them down. Basically hammering their opponent.
அவன் ஆர்மர் அடிக்கிறான் bro, நாய். போறவனா?
Coming back from the outside now.
ஏய் அவன் இங்க இருக்கான்டா டேய், ஏன்டா அப்படி பண்ற?
Thunderous club comes down. Very effective. Dominating shoulder tackle.
ஏய் ப்ரா.
Brutal club.
இவன் சமையா அடிக்கிறானே bro னா.
Delivering nasty stops.
அடிச்சு நுறுக்குறானுங்கயா.
What's going to happen now?
நான் தவ போறியாடா எப்படி அங்க தவ
Completely missed the mark there.
எதுக்கு
Great way to
ஏய்
disorient
எப்பறா
your
டேய்
opponent.
என்னடா அடிக்குற
Just really piling up now.
And his body has to be in extreme amounts of pain right now.
போடு ஃபினிஷ் போட்டு முடிச்சலாம் அவன்
Laying out with a power slam.
All the way up. Delivers the headbutt. Right between the eyes. All right, time for us to clear the way. Already ahead of you.
bro ஒருத்த பெஞ்ச்ல ஓகே கவுண்டர் அடி
He might just
ஆஹா இவன் வரானே தடுத்துட்டான் ப்ரோ
kick out. Wrench in the arm. Man, what a clothesline. Getting tossed around.
கால வாரிட்டான் ப்ரோ ஐயோ ப்ரோ போட்டான் ப்ரோ பண்ணிட்டான் ப்ரோ கவுண்ட் அடிப்பாமனே நீங்க போய் கவுண்ட் அடிக்கல ஏதோ எடுக்கிறான் ப்ரோ
Testament.
என்ன ப்ரோ இவனுக்கு ஒரு ஐட்டம் எடுக்கிறானுங்க
About to get very interesting and dangerous.
Looks like he's coming back in.
ஏய் இங்க ஒருத்த ஏதோ பண்றான்டா வாடா இங்க
Off from the rope. This is a hold.
போடு ஒத்தனா போட்டு கவுண்ட் அடிச்சிடலாம் போடுறா அவனை கவுண்டர்றா
AOP just
அவனை
fell to their
பார்த்துக்கிறேன்
demise. Makes the cover.
போடு அடிச்சான் ப்ரோ அவன் கவுண்ட் அடிச்சான் ப்ரோ அப்பாடி நம்ம தான் வின்னு
Here are your winners, Rosie.
கமல் மகளை இதுக்காக ஒரு லைக் போட்டுருங்க புதுசாக பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சப்ஸ்கிரைப் போட்டுருங்க லெட்ஸ் கோ 65
Gotta give it up to 3-minute warning in a contest between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen. They were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win.
Just think about all the carnage we witnessed here tonight.
ஓகே அடுத்த மேட்ச் யாருக்கு பார்ப்போமா ஷோகேஸில் யார் யாருக்கு மேட்ச் என்னன்னு தெரியல நம்மளுக்கு அடுத்த மேட்ச் நெக்ஸ்ட் மேட்ச் யார் யாருக்குன்னு பார்ப்போமா
We've come to the part of the showcase where we get to talk about Tamina.
மீனா என் பேரு
Ever since walking in WWE, shoulder to shoulder with the Usos,
என்னடா இது
Tamina's alliance with this dynasty has never been in question.
I remember watching Monday Night Raw and I seen Tamina debut with my brothers. It was a pretty cool, dynamic.
என்ன ப்ரோ
Two of my brothers.
த்ரீசமா
Together, Tamina and the Usos helped
Bro.
each other navigate through a
என்னையா அது
triumph-filled
match
first
இது?
year in
3-3 ஆ?
WWE, making sure they all survived together. In later years,
வாங்க ப்ரோ
Tamina has
சர்வர்
formed
எப்போ
alliances
ஆன்
with both
பண்ணுவ
Naomi and Nia Jax,
ஐயோ ஆன்ல தான் இருக்கு
honoring this family's
ஆன்ல தானே இருக்கு
connection.
சர்வர் என்னாச்சு
While Tamina has looked to create her own
சர்வர் ஆன்ல
name
தானே
in the
இருக்கு
industry, she has never missed a chance
சர்வர் ஆன்ல தானே இருக்கு
to
நான் ஆஃப் பண்ணவே
acknowledge
இல்லையா
her place in this family either.
சர்வர் ஆன்ல தான் இருக்கு கொஞ்சம் லேக் ஆக வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு ஓகேவா
And Sika, the
கமான் மக்களே
wild
3 லைக் தான்
Samoan,
20 லைக்ஸ் அடிச்சு தூக்கிடுவோம் வாங்க
Tamina was instilled with the same instincts that have carried
போடு.
each member of this family.
மேட்ச் நல்லா இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன் பாப்போம் வெயிட் பண்ணி பாருங்க மக்களே ஸ்லோவா இருக்கு ஆமா ப்ரோ நான் லைவ் முடிச்சாதான் அது ஒரு 8:30 மணி ஆகும்
with striking, high impact attacks, and smothering holds. As capable with a super kick or a big splash
நெக்ஸ்ட்லயே ஒரு
as
கிக்கியா சூப்பர்
anyone
கிக்
else, Tamina has maintained a
செம்மையா இருக்கு
remarkable
மீனா
level of success in her WWE career. A constant contender, Tamina has competed for the Women's Championship on many occasions. She's also held the Women's Tag Team Championships along with 9 separate reigns as the 24/7
நான் எப்படி இருந்தாலும் அப்போ நடந்த மேட்ச் ப்ரோ இப்பலாம் கண்டிப்பா யோ சன்கோகோ ரமேஷ்
environment against any opponent. Tamina is always the perfect test for a rising contender. Defeating Tamina proves that you're at the top of your game, and she will always expose those who aren't quite ready yet. Taking her lightly is the easiest way to book your visit to the local medical facility. Tamina has taken part in many memorable moments, but in the 2K25 showcase, we're going to give you the chance to make history. In the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, Carmella, of all people, would walk out victorious after letting someone else do all the work. Tamina, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and Charlotte Flair were all robbed of a great opportunity that night by Carmella. So this is your chance to make it right. Showcase Tamina's grit and take out the other 4 ladies in this ladder match to become the first ever winner of the women's Money in the Bank. Carmella might still sneak out with the win, but if she does, she's doing it on her own because we're not allowing anyone else at ringside for this match in our showcase.
We are making history tonight here in St. Louis, the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following is the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder.
Naya, Money in the Bank அந்த மேட்ச் bro live எப்போ end bro தெரியல bro bro சும்மா செஸ்ஸா எனக்கு செஸ் ஆட தெரியாதே ஐயோ நீ யார சும்மாரியா சஸ்பெண்ட் குடுறா செஸ் நமக்கு ஆட தெரியாது யாரும் அன்லைக் பண்ணிட்டீங்க சூப்பர் நன்றி நன்றி இப்படிதான் இருக்கணும்
is Money in the Bank.
And Byron, Becky Lynch with a very astute point. I rip off arms. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Money in the Bank போல ஒரு மேட்ச் எடுத்து பாப்போம் வெயிட் பண்ணி பாருங்க லேடிஸ் மேட்ச் வர பங்கமா இருக்கும்
Are you nervous about this? She said, yeah,
come on மக்களே let's go 20 likes பண்ணலாம்
excited than anything because I get to be part of history.
The airplane போறது நமக்கு
drafted to SmackDown, first SmackDown Women's Champion. Can she become the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Well, you can
Money
feel the
in the
excitement.
Bank.
The moment they brought out the ladders before this show started, there is a big fight feel right here in St. Louis.
There's a big fight coming. Tamina, perhaps the most dominant superstar in this match.
And I guarantee she is not fazed by taking on 4 different opponents in a ladder match.
From the Pacific Islands, Tamina!
This is a milestone moment that is being watched all over the world.
And Tamina is hoping to live up to her family's legacy. She wants that briefcase. She wants that title. It's in her blood.
Okay, Money in the Bank நல்லா இருக்கும் bro match.
Mella is money, and she is as confident as ever.
இது tag match ஆ ஓக்கலோலியா ஏய் மூணு வாக்கா
Making her way to the ring from Staten Island,
Carmella.
Carmella's made a couple of good points recently, saying, I was the last woman drafted in the WWE draft last summer. How big of a chip is on her shoulder?
Oh, she's got a huge chip on her shoulder. And also, don't forget, Carmella has had some major victories lately. So she has all the fuel you could need heading into a match of this type.
Natalya, another superstar who walks into this match thinking she has legacy on her side tonight.
எத்தனை பேர் ப்ரோ அப்பா
Every last woman
ரொம்ப
in this
சிம்பிளா
match has
நட்டாலியான்னு
chased this
சொல்லலாம்
opportunity so fiercely. They have chased the championship, perhaps none more so than Natalya.
இது என்ன டாக் மேட்சா இல்ல மணி பேங்க் தான் இதுவே டாக் மேட்ச் இருக்குமா தெரியல ஷோகேஸ்ல இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Winning Money in the Bank would certainly go a long way to helping Natalya prove she too is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Winning that briefcase is like taking the proverbial express lane to success.
Charlotte, Becky Lynch,
யாரா நானு
all with a chance to make history, all with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
ஏய் யாரா நானு
That became an evolution only continues in the
இப்போதானா ஐயோ ப்ரோ அங்க ப்ரோ லெஃப்ட் பிளாக் ப்ரோ நானு
and earn the opportunity of a lifetime. Clearing off the announce table isn't going to end well.
ஸோ லெஃப்ட் சைடில் பிளாக் கலர் ஷர்ட் பிளாக் கலர் அதான் நான் கலர் ஆமாம் நான் அது
I've said it before, it could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina
ஏய் அடிக்கிறாங்க ப்ரோ சோலோவா இது டாக் கூட இல்லை ப்ரோ சோலோ மேட்ச் ப்ரோ இது 4 பேர் அடிச்சு அந்த மணி பேங்க் எடுக்கணும் ஆட்டாங்க டேய்
retrieve the briefcase and become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No countouts, no disqualifications in this match.
ஏய் அங்க மணி எடுக்கறா பாறா
Different strategy, but remaining close is the
ஹலோ ப்ரோ
is going to play a part, but you'll increase
எப்படி ப்ரோ நான் அடிச்சு எடுக்கிறது ரொம்ப டஃப் தான் ப்ரோ
and close to the briefcase. Just a nasty
headbutt.
A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in
ஆஹா இவர அடிச்சா இவங்க அடிச்சானே
superstars has successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
Taking things back.
ஓகே அந்த பெஞ்ச் உடைக்கலாம் தூக்கிட்டு போயிட்டு
Being carried around now.
ஏய் எங்கடா பெஞ்சுக்கு போற பவர்
Like that will leave you with bruises and remember this moment for days.
பா சம கிக்கு ப்ரோ சம கிக்கியா
Vicious boot.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but
எங்க எழுந்துரு கொஞ்சம் படுத்துரு
away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight.
ஐயோ அடிச்சாங்க ப்ரோ அடிச்சா ப்ரோ
Looks like she wants to take things to the floor here.
And she's going to try and make it up the ladder.
அந்த ஏரி எப்படி எடுக்க முடியும் தெரியல
Inferior heights needs to be put to the wayside.
Look out! Oh, for this, she needs to refocus
Gordon.
on the task at hand now.
Took a leap of faith and connected perfectly. This could be
என்னமா அடிக்க வர
no safe
Bro,
haven in this
yeah.
match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank. Oh, walloped by a huge club.
ப்ரோ அடிச்சாங்க
Yeah, and Charlotte was clearly a
ஐயோ போட்டு நொறுக்குறானுங்களே
She reversed it.
தன்னாயிட்டேன்
Head scissors. Round and round we go. Head scissor. She's launched out of the ring. She's headed out of the ring. Countouts are not a factor for her. Face buster.
see how it is. Going to take any shortcut to bypass a clean competition.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a shortcut.
தூக்கி போடு அதில் போடு அவ்வளோதான் ஓடு டேபிள் உடச்சிட்டேன்
Absolutely shattering the table.
அவ்வளோதான் தூக்கி போடு இல்லையா
Incredible impact.
ஐயோ மாட்டிங்களா போட்டா ப்ரோ
Just a perfect mix of pure power and bad intentions.
நீ என்ன அடிக்கிறீங்க ஐயோ போட்டாடே ப்ரோ ப்ரோ கொஞ்சம் வெயிட் பண்ணலாம் இவங்க அடிச்சிட்டோம்
Just unleashed her royal wrath on Becky Lynch.
Sent right into the corner.
Muay Thai clinch. And a series of vicious knee strikes to the body.
It looks like she wants to take this match outside.
ஓடு எல்லாருமே வெளியே கீழே தள்ளிட்டு சமாடி எப்போ வெளியே வந்தா ப்ரோ நான் தான் அந்த பிளாக் ஓகேவா
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
She's starting to wear down here. And all of this pain and discomfort make ascending a ladder very challenging.
தடுத்து ஓடு சாவு இது என்ன லேடர் தூக்கிட்டு வரா மேக் ஃபோர்
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring.
தள்ளுறா கீழே தள்ளுறா சாவட்டும்
Looking helpless right now.
ஓ கீழே போ
Got right over the top and hit hard.
ஆஹா என்ன கீழே தள்ளுறா ப்ரோ ஆஹா அப்படி தடுத்துட்டேன்
Quick thinking from Tamina. Once again, she's put on the back foot.
ஐயோ ப்ரோ ரெண்டு பேர் சேர்ந்து அடிச்சாங்க ப்ரோ
This deep into a ladder match, the last thing you want is to start breaking down.
Bringing this back into the ring.
நம்ம ஏறி எடுப்போம்
Let's see if this is right for the picking.
தள்ளிட்டா ப்ரோ கீழே தள்ளிட்டா ப்ரோ
Everyone in the building is on their feet.
Not looking good. In this position.
ஆஹா வெறியான மேட்ச் போல இருக்குது
Continues to fight off her opponent.
Stops that offense from connecting.
ஒரு சிக்னேச்சர்
Briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank?
ஹெல்த் கம்மி ப்ரோ
Mounting him in this punch in his
ஓடு
leg. A big slam.
She'll take things into the ring.
இருமா கொஞ்சம் ஹெல்த் கொஞ்சம் கம்மியாகுது ஓடு குச்சி எடுத்துட்டு வர ப்ரோ போடு ப்ரோ வெளியே போங்க எல்லாம் வெளியே போங்க ஐயோ ஏழு அனுப்பிட்டுனே போச்சு நைஸா எடுக்கணும் ப்ரோ மணி இந்த பேங்க்
And once again, it's her torso area taking the punishment. Big time clothesline.
தூக்கி போட்டு தூக்கி போட்டா ஒரு மூஞ்சி மலையா
Crank in the head.
போடு சாம குஷி
She's in a very tough position.
I have no idea how she's still standing.
Clothesline.
5 பேர் ப்ரோ
Oh, look at a torture their opponent. Oh, this isn't going to be good. Oh, man. She's looking winded now.
Yeah, but when ladders are part of the match, you really can't expect anything less.
ஏய் போடு தூக்கி போடு
Merciless looking blow.
And now Tamina
போச்சு
sent
வெளியே தள்ளிட்டாங்க
ringside. Taking this thing out onto the floor now.
ஓ நோ ஆஹா போச்சு பெஞ்சில் அடிச்சிட்டான்
Oh my God.
Suddenly we've got front row seat to this thing.
லேட்டா எப்படா லேட்டு டேய் ஏமாத்துறாங்க. ஓ நோ கண்ணாக்கிட்டா ப்ரோ ரேண்டமா ஆன்லைன் பிளேஸ் பண்ணலாமா WWE கேம்ல பண்ணலாம் ப்ரோ. ஆனால் இது வந்து ஆன்லைன் இல்லை ப்ரோ. ஆன்லைன் இல்லை இதுல.
Becky's hope to reclaim her women's championship is looking a whole lot bleaker now.
That's just hard to watch. History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
வராலே உள்ள வராலே.
Fight for their key to destiny. Willing to go through hell for it.
Ouch.
ஏர்னா சுத்தங்களே. ஐயோ ரெடியா இருக்கலே. இப்போ இது எப்படா இது மறந்து போச்சு. ஐயோ போச்சு முடிச்சு பண்ண எப்படி இருக்குதுன்னு தெரியலையே. மறந்து போச்சு ப்ரோ. இருக்கிறாங்க போட்டு நம்ம ஓரமாக இருக்கலாம் கொஞ்ச நேரம்.
She's headed out of the ring.
Looking for a little more breathing room. Big time clothesline.
ஓகே அங்கே ஃபைட்டு.
Measured knee drop.
That was brutal, and Carmella is opened up. Oh no! That's what
போட்டு எடுத்தா தான் கரெக்டாக நினைக்கிறேன். ஆஹா இப்போ வந்துட்டாலே. ஐயோ ஒதுக்கிறாளே.
vicious, downright savage club right there.
நைஸாக எடுத்துலாம் பார்த்தேன். ப்ரோ ப்ளே ஸ்டேஷனில் லைவ் போடலாம் ப்ரோ. அது எப்படின்னா ஸ்க்ரீன் கேப்சர்ன்ட்டு ஒரு டிவைஸ் இருக்கும். அது மூலிமா அந்த ப்ளே ஸ்டேஷன் வந்து நம்ம பிசிக்கு ஒரு டிஸ்பிளே வந்து எடுத்து வந்து லைவ் போட மாதிரி இருக்கும். என்ன போட்டு சுத்துறா.
Submission locked in, but remember, a tap out here decides nothing.
No.
Listen to this place. It's electric.
வந்துட்டேன். கீழே சீக்கிரம்.
Just sent crashing to the arena floor. Flair thrown hard to the outside. There may be only one armor, and it was there. Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring.
ஐயோ அப்பா புடிச்சிட்டேன். எழுத்து கொடிய மாட்டேங்குது. இது அடிச்சா தப்பிட்டா ஒரு 2 பேருக்கு செட்டா ப்ரோ. ப்ரோ பண்ணு ப்ரோ லாக் இல்லாமல் ப்ளே பண்ணலாம்ல. அப்படி பண்ண முடியாது ப்ரோ. அதெல்லாம் வாங்கணும் ப்ரோ டிவைஸ்லாம். இருக்கிறத வச்சு தான் என்னால் பண்ண முடியும் ப்ரோ. அதில் வந்து கேமும் நீ பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ணோம். அப்புறம் நிறைய விஷயம் இருக்குது அதில். கேமே ரேட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் பிசிலே எடுத்துகிட்டு போயிடலாம். ஓகே அவள் ஸ்டன் ஆகிட்டான். ஆஹா இவள் ஸ்டன் ஆனால் கரெக்டாக இருக்குங்க. இப்போ எடுத்துடலாம். அது இல்லை கீழே போடு. என்ன நடிக்கிறியே போடு. ஐயோ அவசரப்பட்டா ப்ரோ. இது அடிச்சுட்டா இருக்கும்போது யார் எடுப்பாலும் தெரியலையே. ஐயோ ஏற்றிக்கு வெளியே போட்டா. ப்ரோ நொறுக்குறாங்க ப்ரோ அடிச்சு. லேட்டர் போட்டா. எழுந்துரு சீக்கிரம். ஆஹா இப்போ ஏறி எடுக்க போகிறோம்.
taking flight.
ஐயோ அங்க யாருமே இல்லையே, எல்லாம் உள்ள வந்துட்டாங்க ப்ரோ. ப்ரோ வெளியே பிடிச்சி தள்ளிடுறாங்க ப்ரோ. ஆஹா, அவ ஸ்டன் பண்ண ரெடியா இருக்கா. ஏய் ஏறா தடு சீக்கிரம் தட்டுருங்க. அப்பா அடி தடுத்துட்டாங்க. என்ன ப்ரோ இப்படி தடுக்கிறாங்க?
Natalia's night could have just ended right there. She might not be in any condition to climb the ladder.
Getting that ladder in position.
ஓகே, அவங்க ஃபைட் போடுறாங்க, நம்ம ஏறுவோம்.
Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts the climb but needs to move quickly.
Slugging it out here. On the ladder? This is crazy. He's taking the fight to whatever it needs to go to.
No sign of fear in her now.
ஏய் எடு ஏன்?
Fingertips away from winning the contract.
Reaching.
So close to
ஏய் ப்ரோ,
Carmella's eyes are growing wider.
எப்படி வருது?
Is this her chance to climb the ladder and become Miz Money in the Bank? I assure you, this is even harder than it looks.
Try not to fumble around too much here.
எடு விட்டுறாத. ஆஹா, இது வேற நான் லேடர் மேட்ச் ஒரு வாட்டி கூட போடல.
It's just a matter of time now.
No room for error on top of the ladder. Here we go. This is hers for the taking.
about to finish the job. Just has to unhook it. It's close.
போச்சு, எடுத்துட்டாச்சு. பாடி நாங்க வின்னர்.
That's it. Tamina has the
ஆஹா, எடுத்துட்டேன் ப்ரோ. அப்பா,
in the bank.
எடுக்க முடியாது நினைச்சேன், எடுத்துட்டேன். லேடர் மேட்ச் போட்டு பார்க்கணும். இது 2025ல எப்படி இருக்குன்னே தெரியல. அது லேடர்ல எப்படி கிளைம் பண்றது? Money in the Bank.
And the first ever Miss Money in the Bank, Tamina.
Super.
This has to feel so
எடுத்தாச்சு மக்களே.
validating for Tamina. She came in tonight with her family in mind, and they must be proud of her now.
Tamina has a legacy to live up to, and becoming the first ever Miz Money in the Bank only honors the rich family name.
எடுத்தாச்சு. நெக்ஸ்ட் மேட்ச் யாருக்குன்னு பார்ப்போமா? கமான் கைஸ், யாராச்சும் புதுசாக பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மறக்காம டபுள் டாப் போட்டு லைக் போட்டுங்க. லெட்ஸ் கோ 20 லைக்ஸ் போயிடலாம்.
Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jay Uso.
Jimmy and Jay
Uso
oh, tag match
from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Usos. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jay are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jay his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jay ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jey are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jey could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day 1. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place, and there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous 4-time champs and feel the power!
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the 4-time tag team champions?
The following is a tag team Hell in a Cell match, and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, and accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Big E.
Hello. Bala bro, sollu bro.
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell
Delta
in a
Force
Cell?
play
New Day
பண்ணலாமா
about to
bro?
make it evident that the
Voice
time for
கேட்கல.
fun and games is over.
இருக்கியா bro? Hello.
This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jey, the Usos.
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing two super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
Tornado tag rules here, gentlemen. 2-on-2 as Kofi is going to be locked outside the structure.
Pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens.
Tag team champions. Okay, tag teams.
On the line of the tag team championships. Teams in their respective corners going over final strategies.
Come on, Magale, let's go. 20 legs spill avanga. Oh, என்னடா அது? கூண்ட இருக்கறானுங்க மக்களே.
The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
Two of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
Face first with a waistlock.
We got to cover, guys.
Tag team na idu tag team alla apdi maati maati adichukona mudiyum.
And pops the shoulder up.
He is too fresh to have been kept down there.
Hold.
Florida Keys.
Axe hand finds the mark.
Oh, kick to the face.
Okay, ivanga jeikanum.
Suplex. Oh, stop to the tummy.
Going after it, LSL, grab and any weapon connect with 3 attacks. Any weapon.
Basement drop kick.
The ring side of matches is very near. Our narrow you move set been adjust to the work within the context of the environment. Oh, strike your opponent with. Okay, இங்க ஆயுதத்தை எதனா பொறுக்கிட்டு வருவோம்.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. He's looking for an implement of destruction in the ring. Corey, for as entertaining as the New Day. Who's a fix? Hitting combination. Quick kick out from Jey Uso.
He is definitely struggling to keep him down at this point.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back and forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. There's an underlying mutual respect. We won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
Oh my goodness! Right into the pin.
Strong kick out there.
It's not over yet. Plenty left to go in this one.
Oh, and then the chest as well.
Hey, வெளிய எதுமே காட்ட மாட்டேங்குது.
Biggie falls to a counter. Back inside the ring. The challenger taking some minor damage.
I think Woods may have cracked a smile when he connected with that attack.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Headshrinkers, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag title.
Pin அடிப்போம்.
Kick out, close to 3. Just barely, but it counts.
இல்லடா, சும்மா ஒரு ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு வார்ம் அப் தான் பின். எப்பறா? Hey.
Jimmy saw it coming. Turning the tables.
Forward. Sama kichu. Hey, yunga bro.
Coming and slowed it down with the back elbow.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. The match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to
அட்ரா அவனா ஏன்டா
I think
பாக்குற
the New Day played right into the Usos'
அப்பா, நீ
hand
அடிச்சா.
when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a streak mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary.
With the lariat, the challenger is going for it. And he breaks the count quickly.
Staying in this one.
Oh, the elbow connects.
வாடா எனக்கு கொம்புல அடிக்கானே உனக்கு
Goading his opponent to make the first.
ஏய் என்ன ஸ்பியர் போட்டான்
The talking we've heard leading into this match. We've heard the Usos call
என்ன
the New Day
தலையா ஸ்பியர்
three
போட்டான்
clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love to
Sword.
trash talk, but they deliver.
ஐயோ புடிங்க ப்ரோ புடிங்க அடிச்சான் ப்ரோ புடிங்க அடிச்சான் ப்ரோ
Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of
புடிங்க அடிச்சான்
biblical
மக்களே
proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing, too. Jimmy Uso commanding respect from all of the WWE Universe.
Oh, Joe.
வாடா மேல வாங்கடா
Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
யார் எடுத்துட்டு வராங்க ப்ரோ
And when he's got that chair, you know he wants to
ஏய் மிஸ் ஆயிட்டான் ப்ரோ ஏய்
Big back body throw. You see that height on that?
தப்பிச்சமாம்பா
New Day refer to this as their power lineup, but having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse
Hold
of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is
ஏய்
this
ப்ரோ அவனே தப்பிக்கிறான் ப்ரோ
lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the
Bro, என்ன
Usos
bro,
a
இப்படி
few weeks ago
அடிச்சிட்டான்?
could prove to be costly. Acrobatics like that take a tremendous amount of cardio and strength.
சரி
Challengers in a bad way.
யார் எடுத்துருந்தாலும் நான் அடிக்கணும்ல அவனை
Isn't just
போட்டு
about trying to win the match, it's about struggling to survive.
ஏய் ப்ரோ
Round and round we go.
போட்டாங்க
And now he gets back into the ring. Rocket kick.
ஏய் இவரு நல்லா அடிக்கிறான் ப்ரோ நான் தான் கொஞ்சம் இது அடிச்சிட்டு இருக்கேன்
Big knee.
Cover to be crowned champion.
போடு
I have a feeling the Usos' objective is to send the New Day to the hospital.
Well, two teams so familiar with each other. Some innovation with
ஆ
weapons.
சர்ப்ரைஸ்
becomes a necessity.
என்டர் மெம்பர்ஸ் ஆஃப் த நியூ டே
Decided.
சிக்னேச்சர் சூப்பர் கிக்
Oh,
ஓகே
the champ narrowly kicks out.
So close.
நிக்க வச்சு
That could
சூப்பர்
have
கிக்
been it.
போடுறான் ப்ரோ ஏய் இங்க போடா எங்கடா போற வெளிய இவன் வரான்
And Jey Uso looking for support from the
எழுந்துரு உனக்கு சூப்பர் கிக் இருக்கு எழுந்துரு
And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area.
ஆஹா
between the
மாட்டிட்ட
ring
மக்களே
and the wall. The
போட்டா சூப்ளெக்ஸ்
He quickly slides into the ring.
Now Woods could be closing in.
No, what a club. Kick to the gut.
ஓ நோ அப்பாடி தடுத்துட்டேன்
Suplex brings them down.
Oh, what a clothesline.
சொன்னவனுக்கு அந்த இது வரல
Champs
ஏய் சூப்பர் கிக் அவன் போட்டான் ப்ரோ
for everything.
ஏய் ப்ரோ அவன் சூப்பர் கிக் போட்டு முடிச்சிட்டான் அவன்
Team champions.
சரி விடு ஏதோ வின் ஆயிட்டோம்
Here are your winners, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Hell in a Cell just
Super
became
kick
the
போட்டு அவன்
Uso
win ஆயிட்டான் bro
penitentiary.
It was barbaric. It was volatile.
It teams in the entire industry, raising the bar of competition inside the demonic structure.
ஓகே கொஞ்சம் தான் அன்லாக் ஆயிருக்கு இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் மூவ்ஸ்லாம் போட்டிருக்கணும் ஓகே அடுத்து என்னன்னு பார்ப்போமா
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying, behind every good man is an even better woman. And this could not ring more true than Naomi.
Morgan bro, Morgan Kumar bro. Said
absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship.
SmackDown Women, okay.
By defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks. that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
Okay, அடிச்சிருவோம். ஆஹா, நைட் மேட்சா? ஓகே.
Gentlemen, it's glow time! I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home?
என்ன க்ளோ ட்ரெஸ் இது? என்ன ரேடியமா? ரேடியம்.
When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia.
Naomi certainly has momentum on her side, and as we've seen in recent weeks, it appears as though Bayley has at least a healthy respect for Naomi.
Well, so much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, and tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career.
Hi bro. Oh. I am Mickey 11. வாங்க bro. Yo, போயிட்டு டெஸ்ட் பேர மாத்தியா yo. Super SmackDown.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, "Of course I'm part of this because history is made by winners."
Okay, Bayley.
I'm a role model for everyone here tonight.
இவங்க நம்ம வந்து அந்த பேட்ச் வாங்கணும் bro.
Around the entire world.
Come on மக்களே, மறக்காம லைக் போடுங்க. Let's go 20 likes
She said new country, same sheep. Bayley is nothing if not confident headed into this match.
Oh, and everything you just said is indicative of the new attitude, the new personality of Bayley.
Bayley has been SmackDown Women's Champion for a record-setting 279 days. She's won every title available in WWE. The NXT Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, the two-time SmackDown Women's Champion, a Tag Team Champion, a Money in the Bank winner. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beat Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on the champion.
What an exciting moment for both of these competitors tonight. But once the bell rings, it's down to business. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line.
உங்களுக்கே ஒரு 30-40 வயசு இருக்கும் போல இருக்கே. சூப்பர் ஸ்மாக்டவுன் மக்களே. The belt, Women's Championship.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the SmackDown Women.
காலேஜ்லாம் போக சொல்ல லேப்டாப் கொடுப்பாங்களா இல்லைன்னு தெரியலையே.
Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida,
Naomi is there. Okay.
And her opponent from San Jose, California, she is the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley.
Women's Champion Bayley.
For the first time ever, we have a women's championship match here in the Middle East. In Saudi Arabia,
இவர்கிட்ட இருக்கிற பட்டத்தை தான் நம்ம வாங்க போறோம். ஓகேவா? பெல்ட் தான். ஓகே, ஸ்டார்ட் ஆக போகுது மக்களே மேட்ச். வெயிட் பண்ணி பாருங்க.
Bayley versus Naomi, SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history, and tonight she has the opportunity to make even more history.
Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself.
Naomi has tested her mettle in recent weeks as the road to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to defeat former SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella. We know Naomi has a heavy desire to become.
We're gonna see it.
ஐயோ அழுத்தலையா? ஐயோ கீழே மாற்றி அழுத்திட்டேன் ப்ரோ. சே ரீமேட்ச் மாற்றி அழுத்திட்டேன். ரீமேட்ச் மக்களே.
Every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that's a huge point of confidence for Naomi. And a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself.
Naomi has tested her mettle in recent weeks. As she moved to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to defeat former SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella. We know Naomi has a heavy desire to become a 3-time Women's Champion.
Other superstars say they want the title. Naomi has said she needs her title back.
And retaliates.
Locking arm drag rolls through pinning combination.
And the silver
தடுத்துறேன் இதெல்லாம் தடுத்துறோம் ப்ரோ. கவலைப்படாதீங்க. Hey, he said that.
Big blow could be felt throughout the arena. Getting set up in the corner now.
Later.
Uh-oh.
Hey. Oh no.
Into the ring post.
Bayley having every reason to be confident heading into this matchup. But 279 days as champion.
மகளே 2 லைக் தான் மறக்காம லைக் போட்டுருங்க bro. Let's get 20 லைக்ஸ் பண்ணலாம். ஓ இதென்ன அது?
I don't think it's anything Bayley can't handle, Cole. Once you reach the mountaintop, you plant your feet and you hold your ground, no matter how heavy the burden may get.
ஏய் அது எடுக்காத.
She heads out of the ring.
Needs to mind the official count. Forearm club.
Hold.
Atomic drop. Ooh.
நல்லா உள்ள போயிடுறேன்.
Its way right to our doorstep.
We've said it time and time again. Naomi may be the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE.
Naomi wants to depend on athletic maneuvers, while Bayley wants to be more methodical and fight a more classic wrestling style. Driven down face first.
And Bayley's resolve might be wavering here.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here.
Watch out!
Running
we
might have a new champion here. Gets the shoulder up after one.
She still has enough energy for a simple kick out.
Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver. And Naomi has been quick to take the silver.
Looking to seal the deal, guys.
And she breaks free before a one count.
She thought she saw a chance to gain the fall, but obviously was mistaken.
Hey. No, bro. Kila put take it.
Snap married over.
Hold.
Precise drop kick to the base of the skull.
Power bomb போடுமா? Hold.
You have to question what kind of malintent is behind a power bomb with that much force.
Super punch.
Getting her set up for something in the corner.
Oh man, by the hair! Hair whip! Treating the champ like a featherweight. This challenger has plenty of power.
Hey, Arsha, bro.
Oh, she retaliates.
Hey, தடுத்துட்டேன். ஏய் இப்பவே மாட்டனா? ஏய், no.
Boom, what a kick. A little rope assistance.
Attacking the arm.
Trying to take away that grip, that range of motion on that end.
No, bro. இங்க வந்து காட்றீங்கடா டேய். ஐயோ தள்ளுறானே புடிச்சு. போடு. ஐயோ மிஸ். தப்பிச்சு அடிக்கும்ல. போடு.
And the champ now having to deal with relentless strikes from a motivated challenger. Boom! A quick reversal by
சொல்லி தப்பிட்டா ப்ரோ.
Place against the turnbuckles.
What a show of disrespect from Bayley.
என்னம்மா என்னாச்சு? போடு.
Trapped now and just a sharp elbow.
ப்ரோ கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்ட் இதுவெல்லாம் இருக்கா ஸ்டாமினாலாம். ஒரே கவுண்ட் தான், ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது. இந்த மொட்டை பையன் தள்ளி போக மாட்டேறான், எல்லாம் மறைக்குது வேற. ஆஹா சரியான கிக். ஓடி வராளே. போடு. சாம அடி. உள்ளவா உள்ளவா. வாமா வாமா சீக்கிரம் ஏந்து வாமா.
Oh, wait a darn minute. This is just cowardly. I think they're just looking to create some space. There's nothing more than that. Look at this, going right after the left arm. Gotta hurt. Punch right to the face.
Finish போடு.
Now you son athlete.
Workala da finish. அடி பின்னாடி பின்னாடி.
Makes the cover.
ஓடுறா மொட்டை மாண்டா. No.
This is complete insanity. Still holding on to
the
title by the skin of their teeth. Naomi just gave this one her best shot, but she couldn't end it.
தடுத்துட்டேன்.
Avoided the attack with a nasty chop block.
எழுந்துருமா எழுந்துரு. மூக்கிலே ஒரு அடி. போடு இது ஒரு ஸ்டோக். அடி கவுண்ட் அடி.
It's locked in. This is agonizing. It doesn't take long to snap a joint or a ligament. Serious jeopardy here, but she's refusing to give up.
Adra. No. Adista bro.
Another one and that'll force the break.
Hey. Hey, தடுத்து.
Point of the elbow counters that.
போடு.
That was just disrespectful. Just got her belt.
சரியான ஸ்லாப். அப்படியே பச்சக்குன்னு.
Set hard into the corner.
ஃபினிஷ் போட்டுடலாம் ப்ரோ. இந்த ஃபினிஷ்ல அடிச்சிடலாம். போடு. பின்னாடி பின்னாடி பின்னாடி.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
1 2 3. போடு. உமன் சாம்பியன் நம்ம தான். நல்ல கேரக்டர். ஓகே ப்ரோ, அந்த பட்டத்தை வாங்கியாச்சு ப்ரோ. நம்ம இதுக்காக ஒரு லைக்கை தட்டி விடுங்க மக்களே. இது வந்து என்னன்னா ஷோகேஸ் ப்ரோ, ஷோகேஸ் மேட்ச். ஷோகேஸ்.
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship has ended. The Glow era has begun. Bayley was as aggressive in this match as she's ever been, but Naomi's confidence and athleticism were just too much for Bayley to contend with.
History made in the Middle East.
ஓகே சரி, ஓகே நம்ம ஷோகேஸ் மேட்ச் போயிடுவோம். சரி ஓகே மக்களே, மேட்ச் வந்து நல்லா போச்சு. இன்னும் ஷோகேஸில் நிறைய இருக்குது, இன்னொன்று அன்லாக் ஆகும். நிறைய ஒரு இப்போதைக்கு நம்ம நிறைய மேட்ச் முடிச்சிருக்குமே. ஆமாம், நிறைய மேட்ச் முடிச்சிருக்கோம் ப்ரோ. மொத்தம் ஒரு 5 6 7 8 மேட்ச் முடிச்சிருப்போம் ப்ரோ. ஆமாம், 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 ஓ 12 ப்ரோ. 12 மேட்ச் இல்லை 11 மேட்ச் முடிச்சிருக்கோம். அடுத்தது இவங்களுக்கு த வைல்டு சாமோஸ், இவங்களுக்கு தான் அடுத்த மேட்ச். ஓகே, பேக் வந்துடும். ஓகே மக்களே, அடுத்தது வந்து என்ன பண்ணலாம் சொல்லுங்க. யார் யாருக்கு மேட்ச் போடுவோம் மறக்காம கமெண்ட்ல சொல்லுங்க மக்களே. நல்லா போச்சு மேட்ச்சு. ஷோகேஸ். சூப்பர் ஸ்டார்ஸ். யார் இவங்களாம்? இவனா லைட். ஓகே, ஏஜே ஸ்டைல்ஸ். இவங்களும் நல்ல பிளேயர் ப்ரோ, நல்லா ஆடுவார். விக்டரி சூப்பர் ஸ்டார். அப்போ 2025க்கும் நம்மளுக்கு அந்த ஷோகேஸ் இருக்கும் போல இருக்கு. ஓகே, இது என்ன வீடியோ? இன்னும் கேட்குறாங்க. காமன் மக்களே, லெட்ஸ் கோ. 20 லைக்ஸ் பண்ணலாம். மறக்காம லைக்கை போட்டுருங்க. வச்சுருந்தா சப்ஸ்கிரைபை போட்டு ஒரு ஆல் பட்டன், பெல் பட்டன் ஆளில் போட்டுங்க மக்களே. லெட்ஸ் கோ. 65 போயிடலாம். அடுத்த மேட்ச் யார் இருக்குன்னு சொல்லுங்கள், மறக்காமல் போட்டுடலாம். வெற்றிகரமாக 1K வியூ வந்தாச்சு மக்களே. ஓகே, அப்பா கழுத்தே வலிக்குது ப்ரோ. அவ்வளோ நேரம் எவ்வளோ நாள் ஆச்சு, எவ்வளோ நேரம் ஆச்சுன்னு தெரியலையே. ஓகே, 3.5 hour ஆகிருக்கு. சூப்பரே, நைஸ் நைஸ் மக்களே. கமெண்ட் போட்டால் எதனா பண்ணலாம், எதுவும் பண்ண மாட்டீங்க. கமெண்ட் போடுங்க ப்ரோ. அடுத்து யார் யாருக்கு மேட்ச் போடலான்ட்டு கமெண்ட் போடுங்க. யார் யாருக்கு மேட்ச் வைக்கலாம் ப்ரோ, கமெண்ட் போடுங்க. கேஸ்கெட்டு, பால் கவுண்ட்டு, நோ ஹோல்டிங் பேரியர், பேரடா அது. ஓகே, லாஸ்ட் மேன் ஸ்டாண்டிங், சப்மிஷன், டோர்னமெண்ட்டு, ஆம்புலன்ஸ். ஓகே சரி, ஓகே ப்ரோ. அப்போ நம்ம இத்தோடன் லைவை வந்து எண்டு பண்ணிப்போம். அடுத்த லைவ் வந்து நாளைக்கு இருக்க வாய்ப்பு இருக்குது. ஓகேவா? மறக்காமல் நம்ம சேனலுக்கு ஒரு சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்கள் ப்ரோ. ஓகேவா? ரிக்வஸ்ட்டாக கேட்குறேன், சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்கள். பாய் பா. ஓகே, அடுத்த லைவில் பார்க்கலாம் மக்களே. ஓகேவா? ஓகே ப்ரோ, தொடர்ந்து நான் லைவ் எண்டு பண்ணிக்கிறேன். ஓகேவா? அடுத்த லைவில் சந்திப்போம். பாய் ஃப்ரம் புலி கேமிங் ப்ரோ. ஓகே, பார்க்கலாம் ப்ரோ.